Hello, peasants. I don't know why I pause on Patreon now to call you guys. You're still peasants. Anyway, how are y'all doing today? I'm excited for another fun stream. A couple things today which I meant to talk about, but I didn't write them down. Let me think here. Yes, Patreon releases. We have more models coming out. How do I make myself small? There. So yeah, Hag Squirrel is out on Patreon. Gorgeous, looks great. And then we took this collection and we're like, hey, what do you guys want? And pretty much all of you asked for just minions or critters. So I just took it very literally and did ball critters. So yeah, those are releasing today. I don't have pictures of them here, but we have a platypus. Yes, I have a secret agent version of the platypus. Could not resist putting a fedora on his head. Salamander, snapping turtle. Very cool. If you're like, well, what do they look like? You'll have to check your email later, and I'll probably talk about it on stream tomorrow as well. But yes, more is coming. And then also, bam, we have a work in progress of the anglerfish. That's why I had to stop the poll early yesterday, because I was like, oh, I'm running out of stuff to sculpt. Or like, I'm gonna sculpt the things on the poll, so I probably should close the poll. So yes. Early work in progress on this. I guess not that early. It's looking pretty done. But yeah, this was fun. This was fun. I don't know what this chain is for, but I thought it looked kind of cool. So we're just putting stuff on this. I really don't know how it's going to lay on the base. I think the base, I'm going to have it be like 2 rows of stone and then like water, like sewer water in the I don't know. It's a fish. Not really sure. I don't want to just put like it on a stick floating. I've done that before, but anyway, those are my thoughts on that. Oh, congratulations! Optimistical Studios mentioned it's their 20th wedding anniversary. Huzzah! In the name of love. Everybody loves that. That's wonderful. Yeah, nice fish. Thanks. I like it. So that's a work in progress. Let's talk about Clockwork Conspiracy. This is coming out in July, and this is what we got so far. I made a clock tower and a telephone booth. And then I finished some characters here. She turned out really cute. I am surprised how much I ended up liking this character. I mean, I knew I'd like it, but the hand over the top of the teacup or coffee cup, I guess it really just depends. I really ended up enjoying that a lot. So I thought she looked really cute. I ended up not keeping the flowers. It just kind of didn't feel like it was too much. And then the scavenger turned out really, really nice as well. I gave him like a little pokey stick. That model you guys have pretty much already seen in great detail, but I filled up his backpack full of gears and springs and stuff, and then actually put some suspension on his backpack straps. Thought that would be really funny. Nice little thing. Love the face on that character too. I think, so to me it's a human, it's not a Warforged just with a mask, but I mean you really could play it either way. And then yes, telephone booth, which I was able to remix and make into the clock tower. I mean, it looks totally different, but it was I like to try to use as many pieces as I have for other pieces in the collection, not just so much for oh, it saves me time, but just so they look consistent. So I'm really happy with that. I like this little detail here. It's not functional gears, but it sure looks nice. So yeah, there we are. That's the collection so far. We are going to add more. The Clockwork Anglerfish will be part of this in addition to today's character. So yes. All right, before we get to today's character, few things. Excited to see my first request, Ash Suitor. I'm excited for that. Let's see. So today we are streaming for 2 hours, from 1 to 3, whatever that is in your time zone, just 2 hours. And I have more things available on the Ko-Fi menu. Obviously tips are never expected, always appreciated. I did put an option there that you can just buy like a literal coffee if you didn't want to disrupt the stream. I know some of y'all are just like, I just want to donate and not cause problems, which is crazy, but for the 1% of you, there's now an option. I do have a max of 1 of that. I'm not just going to chug coffee the whole stream. That would be insane. Anyway, we are already $10 into the next bonus stream. And instead of suffering playing Peak with Catfish, Jack was fun. Catfish was a nightmare. I am going to do a Mia's mini stream for whenever we unlock the next bonus stream. And yeah, that'll just be me sculpting whatever I want. I'm really excited. It'll probably be one of the 3 things. A really cute little character, some little gremlin thing, a druid, or an eldritch horror. Depends on my mood, but those are my 3. These are some of my favorite things. But yes, It'd be one of those three things. And then of course I'd want the peasants chat to be heavily involved in designing it. So it would be just a fun bonus stream, probably on a Friday or potentially a Saturday. So yeah. Yep. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh no, Optimistical has been left out. Is video going yet? Yeah, you gotta restart. If the stream has not started, yeah, restart. But yeah, good stuff. That is everything. So let's talk about today's character, shall we? All right, here is the request. I've always wanted to play a Victorian nobleman Warforged gunslinger. Typical top hat or bowler's cap with a tailcoat and a monocle. He could use a cane that doubles as a gun or some clockwork-looking flintlock. I saw your steampunk collection and it gave me a lot of inspiration and really hyped me up about the idea. So let's continue. I grabbed just 2 references on Pinterest I really liked. I just thought they captured the essence of what this character would be pretty much exactly. This one specifically, I'm like, that's it. That's what I want to make today. Yeah, it's pretty rare that I see a reference that really captures exactly what I want. But yeah, that's what we'll be doing today. Good stuff, good stuff. Of course, as we go through the sculpting process, I'll probably grab more references for different pieces and whatnot. But that's where we're started. All right, first things first, we need a body. So I'm gonna launch ZBuilder and create kind of a lanky body here. So I'm already starting to build this character in my head and what kind of presence I want them to have. I want them to be kind of like, I mean, they're noblemen, but like particularly elegant, really broad shoulders, kind of like a big tapered triangle is what I have in my mind. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm not really going to care too much about the actual fleshy bits because when we're covering it with clothing, and this Warforged will not have fleshy bits. So yes. So let's go ahead and make this. I feel like I forgot something important in my intro. I can't remember what it would be though. I said hello. I talked about Ko-Fi. I talked about Patreon. That's it. I think we're good. All right. I think these proportions might be pretty good. Yeah, yeah, we'll stick with this. Go ahead and grab that model and continue. All right, always gives you this funny little ground base. I'm not sure what this is for. And let's get rid of our color. We don't need it. And then we can drop the subdiv so significantly because obviously we don't need all that muscle detail. All right, we have a body. Next, I would like to put him on a base. I like to place my characters in a scene as soon as possible. And I finally updated my base collection substantially. These are all things I've had, I just didn't organize. I did it, guys. I organized something. Let's go with this one. There's some gears on it. Very nice. And I won't need that any longer. Zoom. So my idea for Clockwork Conspiracy is that this character would be the client. This is who is hiring to solve whatever the conspiracy or the mystery is. I'm a big fan of whoever is hiring to solve the problem is also the problem. But obviously, can leave that up to you guys and your players. We are going to broaden them in kind of a disturbing way. There we go. Cute. Can you imagine? I just want to, yeah. Perfect. You like that? Oh, how much was raised for Reaper? We were just under 300. I think it was $270, 275. Yeah. So I did a last week. We raised. You guys gave me tips, and it was great. And we hit $50 total or over. So I did a bonus stream, and for that bonus stream, I decided to pay it forward. And that stream, any donations were for my mod Reaper because it was her birthday. Also, she's young and she's early 20s, and everyone's so poor in your early 20s, and she works really hard, and things are tough, you know, whatever. So I was like, let's make it about her. And you guys really came through. I kicked us off by donating 100. My other mod, Aloha, donated 25. So we already had a really strong start at 125, and then you guys carried us the rest of the way to almost $300. So can confirm she had a great birthday. Thank you guys for being part of that. Yeah, awesome sauce indeed. Thank you guys so much for being part of that. It makes a huge, huge difference. She's a very, very lovely person. So it warmed my heart. It made me very, very happy. I've never done a stream like that before. All right. I'm gonna make their neck a little longer. There we go. All right. I got a pretty imposing, odd figure here. I like it. Now it's time to clothe them. But I do think this weird slender man deserves to be pinned because it's a really fun starting point. Yeah. There we go. There's our starting point. Stamp. So it's been a while that I've been able to use much from my asset library, but I think we finally are going to be able to include that. Not shorts. Shirt. Neat thing about real historical cane guns is that the good ones, you can't tell there was a gun inside of them. If there's any truth to that at all? That's interesting. I did not know that. That's very interesting. So I have a pretty nice coat base here. It's not detailed, and that's the best part about it. It's just nice individual pieces. I do have it for different arms, but that's the best part about having a really nice base mesh ready to go, is it's very adjustable. Take this, make those sleeves a little bit longer. Very nice. Yeah, so let's talk about this. Obviously, he's gonna have clothes, but past that, what is he holding? I mean, the monocle, I think, is a need. I'm a big fan of the top hat over bowler hat, and then a cane gun would be pretty cool. If we get some cool references of that, I'd be willing to do that. Yeah. Okay, no worry, Paint. No worry at all. We can review your work tomorrow even. I know you're at work currently, so if neither stream works well for you, I can always send you the VOD later. So no rush, no worry at all. All right, that's a good one to grab. I don't think I need anything else. Just that one piece to get us started. Ooh, cane gun. Is that really? That's just a cane, right? That's just a cane, I'm pretty sure. That's crazy, that's really cool. Also need some pants. I think you're very limited by how fancy you can be if you lack pants. Not to be judgy, but... There we go. Oh, and if you still missed out on buying a priority ticket, you might have to wait till August. I will do my best to complete them in a timely manner, and maybe I can open them again in July. I did not expect them to sell out within 2 hours. Not even. So maybe in the future, if people keep missing out repeatedly, I will do a better job of mentioning when exactly they're going to go live, perhaps. Not a problem I anticipated having, but one that I'm grateful to have. All right, we're gonna do little skinny legs to really create this interesting, kind of imposing slender man silhouette we got going on here. Lower that base just a touch. All right. Perhaps I should put his legs in the pants. What do you think? Yeah, we're not in there at all. I was like, I think we're lacking a little bit. These thighs are too powerful for this model. That's one thing really fun about Warforged, though, is that you can really get some wild proportions. Super lanky, super thin. Alright, I do want his contain, but there we go. I do think I usually do like a flared pant leg for slacks, but for this one, I don't think I want to do that. Gotta be careful not make him look too ridiculous and skinny, but I do want to push it. Alright, that's good. That's good enough. There we go. Excellent. Off to a pretty good start here. Traveler says, Remington made their own cane gun too. Apparently, it was a popular trend for the time. I just can't help imagine it being incredibly difficult to shoot. That's interesting. Oh, it's so interesting. I'll have to ask Ricky about that more later. I bet he knows a lot about that. Oh, why is this so asymmetrical? Oh, I'm not using symmetry. Oh, I'm so excited to learn that sooner than later. It's mirrored well. There we go. It wasn't so bad. There we are. Oh, I don't want to lose my shirt fold over bit. Yeah, we can have some asymmetry. Makes it more natural. There we go. That's fine. Very good. And we continue. Foxy said, I'm so glad the prior tickets lasted long enough for me to buy one. Yeah, when I saw that you had bought the last one, I was relieved because I was like, oh no, they might be gone again. Aunt Fanny. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I just watched that movie again, Robots. Yeah, very dapper. Jared, who said I need to wear pants? I know, it's very judgy around here. We do have some standards. I just don't think roundness would suit this character. Paint. Compelling argument, but also not at all. I'm gonna have to give him like a shirt. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will build a tie that's like into his body because he's a robot. He's always wearing a tie. Very dapper. That sounds terribly uncomfortable. Off to a good start here. There we go. I knew that was being a problem. All right, good. More and more big changes. What does he need? He needs shoes. I got a little loafer. Yep. There's even little gears on it. How nice. Aptly named Steam Loafer. So creative. Spats. What's a spat? I'm gonna learn a lot today, I have a feeling. Alright, we got some shoes. And now, shoe cover. Huh, what do you know? Alright, looking good. And then I thought it'd be interesting if we took the head from the scavenger and modified it and just made a more dapper version, because it ended up looking quite Warforged-like anyway. And you know me, I'd like for them to look a little matchy-matchy. It'd be nice. I feel like these shoes look too big. There we go. Ah! Shoe cover. Spat. I think I normally achieve that kind of silhouette just by making the pants more flared, you know? But an actual spat. Okay, now it looks like bell bottoms. It looks ridiculous. I'd like to see these spats with pants. Yeah. Paint, that would be interesting. I don't know if I would say it'd be cool, but it would definitely be interesting. Alright, I'm gonna squish those shoes out of the way. Oh boy, spatterdashes and spats. So it hooks under the heel portion, right in front of it. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Why not just wear like a tall boot? I mean, I guess you get best of both worlds, don't you? I like that. That's very cool. What else? What else? What else? Need a tie. Oh, we need a hat. I'm looking for big things that change up that silhouette. Very fancy. Very fancy indeed. I love things with a ridiculous name. Big fan. I got a hat I modeled here a while ago. Obviously I don't need the flowers. Boop. There we go. Do I have a different top hat? I thought I did. I do like this one quite a lot though. I love when I save stuff in my asset library just because it was really hard to make. Like this thing was very difficult to make, so it's very niche, but one day I will have a use for it again. Here we are. So, do we think that this nobleman, is he like gracious? Is he benevolent? Or is he evil? Can't help but default to think that he'd just be a jerk. But he doesn't have to be. Because there's ways that we can kind of convey whether he's a jerk or not in his character design. Maybe just like his pose and the way he holds himself. This hat is, I'm not sure about it. I think I want this brim to be a little thicker. Oh, it does look a little funny. Just a little thicker. That's better. Hats are very sensitive. It's a big statement that you wear on your head. Oh, very interesting. Oh, Kai is here. Hello, hello. He is a ribbon. Hello, Kurt. Oh, I've always wanted to try ZBrush. I enjoy the software immensely. They used to have like ZBrush Core Mini and ZBrush Core that were much cheaper. I think they still have the free trial at the very least. Yeah. Smug, Machiavellian. Why take one side when they can play all of them? Oh, I do like that. I do like an opportunist-like character. Yeah. Yeah, it's only $50 a month. God, I can't believe they raised that price again. I get it's a business. I do. I just... Ugh. I was sad because a lot of my students use ZBrush Core and stuff like that, and it was only like $10 a month, so when that went away, I was very sad. But yeah, no worry, no worry. And we move on. I have been having very... what is it? Rebellious thoughts. I'm thinking about learning Blender. I'm just jumping ship entirely. We'll see, we'll see. In a year and a half, my version of ZBrush will not run on MacBooks anymore. And I don't want to pay $500 a year for something I already own. So I have decisions I need to make in the next year and a half. Do I have a Windows computer? Yeah. I hate Windows. God, having to use Windows as my primary work computer, I really don't want to do that again. I use Windows pretty much entirely most of my life. And it causes me great pain when I have to. There we go. A bit of a bigger sleeve there. We do have a nice hat. It is coming together. We don't have any of the whimsy, any of the interest, the intrigue yet. We will. Yeah. I know, right? Yeah, ZBrush is $50 a month now. Yeah. And Blender's improved immensely and whatnot. You just get used to the quirks that you like, you know? If I end up learning Blender, I would probably much more aggressively open up my teaching. Because as of now, I still do offer classes where I teach people how to use ZBrush. But it's just, it's a lot. Because you're paying me, and then you're paying Maxon, and then you need a tablet. It's a very high barrier to entry, I feel like, which is kind of against the whole point of why I started teaching. That's a cool character, but I feel like I recognize them. I feel like I know who this is. Who is this? I know who this is. What game is this? Paint will tell us soon. Kurt says, I have a basic HP laptop. It can do Blender. It could probably run ZBrush too. ZBrush is not very intensive. Marquis from Battleborn. Maybe I don't know then. I thought I recognized him. Just a really good design. So something that I'm seeing on this character and one of my references is this really almost vampire-like high collar. It's a bit odd, but I really like it. So I think I might do a version with that as well. This whole thing is just really cool. Let's do some interesting shapes. It's time to get shapey shapes. My favorite time. Sometimes this works. So it's split already. I do like that. We'll keep that. I would like to give him some sort of like prominent object. It could be a pocket watch. It could be something tucked into his top hat. I always like giving an interesting, like what is that on a character, you know? Whose character is this? Oh, I think it's Levi's. Let me Google, as in I search my own Gmail. All right, Nobleman, Warforged. I think it was Levi. It is Levi Gaynor. Thank you so much for being a patron. And awesome request and to boot. Yeah. We love a stiff collar. Absolutely. Anarchy ZBrush. Split, duplicate, and then make fun collar. How do fun? Oh, that's my favorite kind of collar. I don't have to fold it over, which is like the worst part about modeling a collar. Let's just make this really big and ridiculous, and then we can do some shaping. Smear and weld, very nice. And then kind of bring this up. Yeah, it's very similar to how I made my folded over collar. I'm just unfolding it. There we go. It needs some shaping. It's getting very, what is this? Queen vibes. I also don't like these lapels a whole lot right now. That's the thing about a suit. A lot of fiddly bits. Once you get them doing their thing, it's very nice. Oh, I'm gonna copy this and then actually I'm gonna save this. I want to bring in the scavenger we have. Nobleman. I don't know what I call them in my own library. Do I call them Warforged? Or I think I call them Metal Forged. I can't remember. Metal people. Alright, where is our scavenger man? I think I already put him away, which is fine. I can grab him from this pack. There he is. Oh, wait, no, I need that ZPR. Didn't think about this. Aha! I always have the model ready. And here's the formation of my platypus. Looks ridiculous. Alright. Oh, I forgot to put in my robots with the Clockwork Conspiracy theme, or scene. I thought it looked a little empty. I was like, I really thought I did more work on this pack. I did. I forgot 2 of the models. Okay. Good job, Mia. Alright, here is the feller I wanted. Oh, his face isn't done. Alright. Let me grab you, but finished. But not too finished. Just finished enough where I have all my details. Yes, there he is. Is your head a different piece? It's already merged down. Oh my goodness. It's like I have spited myself unintentionally by working in an odd pace. Look, can we just take a moment here? What was going on here? This is a very early block out for my platypus. He's beautiful. It did turn out cute, but this is where I realized I needed a lot more references. Did you know that their arms come out of their body like a lizard? Not under them like a mammal, like this. It's very odd. Anyway. Horrible, strange little creature. I'm gonna get you, and you're not gonna be merged down. Mm-mm. You're gonna be able to deconstruct your head. Wow, I really did that early on. I get so used to my workflow that I'm like, oh, surely. I can just go grab this whenever I want. It's okay. I'm feeling confident it's going to be this one. And if it's not, I'll figure it out. Ha! Ha ha! That's right before I was about to merge everything down. I can sense it. Alright. I got my pieces. Let's go back to our dapper gentleman. There he is. Alright, I'm just going to throw this head on there, and then with some adjustments, I don't need a gear, just sticking off the side. And I don't think these are going to benefit him either. Probably shouldn't be deleting things though. There we are. Little bucket head. I almost saw a bucket head live, and then I didn't, because I'm kind of a cheapskate. But also, it was a really cool venue. There's a venue close to where I live called like the Cavern or whatever. It's like a literal cave. Anyway, it's very, very cool. And the musicians play in the cave. If you don't know who Buckethead is, you should look them up. They're a very, very prolific guitarist, musician. Monocle or just single eyeball? No, I need to make sure this looks significantly different than our scavenger fellow. So we're gonna do longer, leaner, sharper features. Yes. Ah, the chick-wing creature. Yeah, my platypus is beautiful. Yeah, that is one of the movements for Stop Killing Games, yeah. And I can still use ZBrush for like another year and a half, at least. Just saying. Kurt says, I realized that the campaign I requested minis for will probably end before they're finished, but they will be amazing keepsakes. Yeah, that is how that goes sometimes. Sometimes campaigns move really, really quick. It probably takes me about 6 months to get to a request. Unless you buy a priority ticket. I can't even offer you that anymore because I had them on sale for, goodness, 2 hours yesterday and they sold out immediately, so it happens. You have a good attitude though. I'm glad you at least enjoy them being cool keepsakes. Alright, a really tall neck would be interesting. This little dome part of his head, very funny looking. Let's tighten that up. There we go. And then for your head, sir, you're not going to have one. There you go. Very nice. Speaking of priority tickets, one of the people that snatched one up was Cyber, and they haven't put in a request yet. I'm so excited to see what it is. I think they wanted a druid, and I was like, sir, what do you want? Or ma'am, I guess I don't know. Ma'am. Oh, that's a really beefy neck. I kind of wanted more of a spindly look. There we are. Yes. Kai said, let's see, is low enough? Oh, yes, yes, yes. That's why I request cool things. Also, you can just win a painting contest to bypass the prior tickets being sold out. No, I don't offer that anymore. Yeah, I know. Because so many people are buying prior tickets, I don't even have like bonus prior tickets to offer anymore. I also don't want to confuse current or new legendary patrons. They're like, what's a prior ticket? And I'm like, shh, don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. I think most of y'all know, but if you join my Patreon before this month, before June, you have access to making requests, which I don't offer that anymore unless you're in that grandfathered tier. I keep you guys forever. After much arguing with my husband, who was like, we can change things. And I'm like, no, these are the rewards they signed up for, and I will keep them forever. That's just kind of how I roll. I know. Where's Aloha of the Revolution? I know. It's summer, so Aloha is hibernating. All right, so instead of the head, like top lip, we're gonna pull the jaw out. I think that's gonna create more of the shape that I want here. Mirror and weld, duplicate. I'm gonna just mess around with some shapes. Flip this upside down. Yeah, it's kind of neat. That's just the top part of the head flipped over again. And then let's cut this out using the knife lasso brush. Funny enough, this is a modeled piece that I'm now cutting up, which is really weird. But you know, you use all the tools at your disposal. There we go. Something more like this is going to suit this character more. And let me grab what I would call like a hard surface brush. Something that's not very textured. Start playing with that shape. Kind of like the impression of a big... There we go. That's a more interesting bucket head thing we got going on now. Instead of just an impossibly proportioned man. There we go. I would like if that connected. Nice. We're getting there. Excellent. And I don't know how I'm gonna do two eyes. I'm just looking like googly eyed. I like the idea of having a monocle of sorts. Can kind of mess with this eye shape and kind of see if I can get a shape that I like. That's interesting. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so sad, Foxy, that you won't have your 3D printer anymore. It happens. It happens. Come hither. I look so sad now. Bit of a sharper, more interesting shape, and I'm kind of just playing with this. I'll model it correctly later. No, you cannot sell it on the black market. I hope this will come hang out for streams, though. Definitely a fun part of the community. Alright, I want some sort of chain that will link that up. I think that would be interesting. I mean, technically they wouldn't have to give it up. They just wouldn't print, so I think that would just kind of go with it. Yeah. Which I totally understand. I remember, like, when Patreon first became a thing, the reward exchange was like this secondary thing. It was just more donations, you know, support, being a patron of the arts. But I understand, like, realistically, people need to justify expenses. I totally understand that. Absolutely. All right, I want to lock start. There we go. Ah! Picker, let's go to 1C. There we are. That's better. Some of these secondary shapes are really going to start adding some interest. There we go. I want it a little bit thinner. Not a lot thinner, just a little bit. There we go. And let's kind of scoot that part in. I'm always surprised at how expressive and silly you can make Warforged. Because everything's kind of an option to move around. I wouldn't mind the implication. See, like this piece right here? It's kind of looking mustachy, right? I have done a Warforged. I think kind of suits this guy's request already, but I don't mind making new variants of stuff because I just make it from scratch and they end up looking totally different. But let me go ahead and dig that model out of the vault. I probably call it Nobleman. Guys, up until before I hit 1,000 models, I really knew the name of every freaking model, and then I lost all of them. Here we go. This is a model I've made that's definitely similar to the request we're doing today, but it's a new dawn. It's a new age. I can do better now. So yeah, this is a model I've done before. That's already in the vault. And I'm already making quite different decisions. Yeah, I already like this one more. I mean, he's fun, don't get me wrong, but he has a bowler hat. I want a top hat. Just some other preferences. Yeah, absolutely. I am a skinflint. Is that a funny way of saying a cheapskate? Skinflint. I've never heard that before. An extremely stingy or miserly person who's excessively reluctant to spend money. Same. This term is disapproving. Formal. I've never heard of that. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, same, Foxy. I am horribly like stingy. It's weird. I'm not stingy. I'm really like generous with stuff that I share, not just my business, but like in my personal life. But the actual spending of the money, yeah. Once I have stuff available, I help my neighbors out all the time, and very, very pleased doing that. Yeah. Oh, speaking of, I'm really excited. I'm going back to camp this July. So last year was the first time my neighbor invited me. Wow, I'm saying this in such a strange order. Let's try telling a coherent story. There's a camp in the woods, and they help disabled kids. It's a very broad, because like some kids are just physically disabled, some are mentally disabled. It's a very big camp that just really covers anything. So you really don't know what kind of kids are gonna be able to help, but I'm part of the equine part. So we trailer up our horses, we bring them out there, and then let them either ride or pet on them, whatever. And by ride, like we just put these kids on there and then walk them around. But it was so fun and so cool, and I was really excited. And I mentioned it to you guys, like I've been trying to get like stronger and healthier, whatever. And it really paid off because I needed to like lift some of these kids up on these horses, which I didn't expect. And I was able to do it. I'm really, really excited about that. And I'm especially a little bit stronger now. Look at my tiny little bicep go. So anyway, I'm even more excited to go back to camp and hang out with kiddos. I don't want any kids of my own ever, and they're not always my favorite, but who doesn't love happy kids? I mean, right? So I'm really excited to do that. It'd be a good time. How did I get on this topic? Oh, I'm cheap, but I'm not like stingy with my time. There we go. Oh gosh. I guess if they asked me to donate, I would say no, but I'm like, I will spend hours in the sun helping. Absolutely. So needless to say, there's a couple Thursdays in July where I will not be streaming because I will be, oh, it looks like a beak now. Nope, not a bird man. Oh, this is sensitive, isn't it? Let's zoom out a little bit. Where I'll be doing that instead. Oh my gosh, what a fun face. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Reminds you of Watchmen Rorschach. Can you put a picture of that? I want to see what you're talking about. Yeah. Absolutely. Optimistical said you could include the old model in the pack. I have explicitly made sure not to do that because it's very hard for me to draw a line of what old models to stop including. So I wanted to make it like really easy for patrons to know that when I release a pack, everything is brand new. Because I have a steampunk collection that's like 100 models right now. It goes on for a long time. Yeah. Which is great. Just for the sake of keeping things simple. I could do a better job of that, though, of showing how many models complement what's currently coming out, too. I got options. I got many options. Look how crazy that is. How much that changes. Just adding a point. I'm telling y'all, shapes are so important. Shapey shapes. Yeah. Can you get me a Watchmen book? What is this? Watchmen. 2009 film. Am I in the right place? Alternate 1985 America. Costume superheroes are part of everyday life. Oh. I feel like I've seen this. I mean, this reference reminds me of the one I grabbed here. I mean, they're also in black and white, so that does some of the heavy lifting, but still. Very interesting. I did make a film from it. Gotcha. It's both a really good and a really terrible comic. I feel that way about a lot of things that I like. There we go. All right, I need to figure out what I am doing, period, but also with this model. There are some critical details that I am missing, including the button coat. I need like a shirtier shirt. I need the rest of the layers. Yeah. Kai says, I mentioned it before, it's a graphic novel that's mirrored from front to back. Oh, yes. 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 Here we go. This is the thing that I was wanting. That's a shirtier shirt. Ooh, this one's really shirty. I just mean layers. I'm just saying it like a weirdo. That's more like a chef coat. Which one of these makes it so I don't have to sculpt the tie? No, that's a terrible reason to pick something, Mia. Don't do that. Those are cool. All right, let's hide this shirt and let's see if this one that I grabbed I like more. I don't hate the shirtless on him, but it's not that kind of model. There we go. This looks fancier. I need this to be a bit short because I really want this to be long and leggy. I don't like these buttons here or these. A lot of details later. Let's go ahead and thin you out. Oop, not right there. There we go. Thin you out even more. Scoop. Very nice. Bring these pants up. It's rare that I do a Warforged that's so clothed. I usually do a lot more of just the clothing is the body. This is looking pretty cool though. I'm liking these shapes. Kai said, I think a pseudo shirtless opens up room for chest details like a furnace, dials, small pipes to hint at circulation in a biomechanical way. That would be pretty cool. I'm thinking. Or a cool vest. Foxy says, that's one way of saying you like your Warforged naked. Don't twist my words. Okay, you know what I mean. I like my Warforged with pants. Jared. Wow. Okay, let's go nude and a frog. Okay. I don't think the peasants are productive today. We do not have productive peasants today, but we do have fun peasants. I wish we could have alliteration there still. Pesky peasants. Pleasant peasants. No. Anyway. My point was good. It was. You could give them thunder thighs. Nope. You guys are fired. There we go. A little more straight there. I'm really glad that I figured out his head early on. That helped immensely. Peasants against pants. No, no. I mean, I have no problem with the pants being hidden while I sculpt if you guys think that's funny and then you win. Oh, I really hate that actually. No, I mean, it would just be like a joke. It's not the finished model, obviously. No. Kai says, Thunder Thighs the Giant could be my next model request. I'll have to think about it. You think about that. Nope. Pants are back. All right. Oh my gosh. Kai says, I was actually thinking about asking for an ogre sculpt that fits within the setting, so it's close. Speaking of, are you doing the painting competition? You and your reef should do the painting competition. I always love seeing what you guys do. And like, if you two specifically didn't want a free month of Legendary, you can ask for a prior ticket. If you know what it is, I have no problem people exchanging that. for winning the competition. But if they don't know what it is, I just don't mention it. There you go. Oh my gosh, these lapels just get more and more goofed up as time goes on. Stop touching them. Just fix it a little bit and there. Now leave it alone. Okay, what else? What are some other significant things he's missing? That's a really open-ended question. I mean like objects. All right. How about a cane? Yes. What does the request say? Tailcoat, monocle, top hat. Bam. We're doing pretty good here. And then a cane or a clockwork-looking flintlock. I could do both. Annoyingly, I don't think I have a cane, but I do have an umbrella, which it has like the same handle. That statement sounds ridiculous on itself, by itself. Yeah, I made this goofy little pistol a while ago. I think that could be nice. And then what I like about this a lot is that it's really modular and easy to change the shape of. But yeah, this is a goofy little thing I could add. Thinky. The wider my eyes, the more think. Just kidding, I'm more of like a angry think. I do like this better though. It's not modular though. I just sculpted it like a big blob because I was frustrated with it. And now I regret not splitting it up. Why did I do that? That is what it is. Oh, absolutely. Nifty says, anyone know the series Arrested Development? Oh, I loved it. Yeah, no, the show was great. I'm reminded of the Never Nude. Oh, gosh. Yeah, what do you... So, Kaya says, I keep telling myself that I want to. I was planning to. I mean, you still have days, which to you is infinite amount of time. What model do you have? Which model are you going to print or paint? I'm assuming you have it printed. Yeah. Kurt says, Kai, I have a steampunk orc I drew some time ago. He's got a massive metal arm and gauges. Very cool. Yeah, the deer horror. Yay. All right, we'll do it the steampunky one. I mean, this flintlock, right? I think. That looks steampunky too. And I gave that other pistol to our turtle detective. So I would like, if they didn't just all have identical weapons. There is such a thing as two matchy-matchy. I can just kind of magically pin this to his hip and we will just pretend that that makes sense. I'm gonna move it over later. Okay. What am I doing? Cane. A cane. I really don't need to seriously. Let's make a new cane. All right, I want references of really cool canes. I want the most steampunky, high effort, the most beautiful cane you have ever seen. And apparently for it to be a gun cane, it just looks like a cane still. So yes. Request submitted. In the meantime, I'm gonna look at this and think of other significant pieces to add. I think buttons are quite important. Because I'm silly. I think if they were just like little nuts, that would be perfect. Nice, yeah, bolt head. Nuts and bolts is pretty on the nose, but he's Warforged. It fits, and it's steampunk. Match made in heaven. Oh, Nifty, you have been. What did you say to get Automod to... I guess you can't say it. Okay, this is funny, but kind of wonderful. Wait, why are we doing chicken? Oh, I am hungry. Anyway, I'm always hungry. But only like a little bit, all the time. Very much so a snacker. Very good. Originally a Shadowrun character. Cool. Ooh, I like that. That's nice. The goose is really funny. I said the most innocent stuff compared to how I usually talk. Yeah, I find Autobot really keeps you guys on your toes. I like it. And then just a reminder that I cannot turn it off. There is a toggle and it does not respect my authority. The toggle is just there as a suggestion. It does not turn it off. Alright. Buttons. Why does it look so bad? Why does that not look great? Oh. That's why. They need to be like parallel with the ground or something. Ah, fashion's so picky. That should look better. Yeah. Okay, whenever I do that, not that super often, it's from that one blacksmith in The Witcher. It just cracks me up. You walk up, what is it? Black Cow? I can't remember. But you walk up, and he's just like, yeah. It's forever funny to me. Yeah, Tobias is hilarious. Maybe if I use short words. Tobias funny. There you go. Ooh, that's fancy. And if it's a cane, I feel like anything could be steampunk. I am not going to sculpt the literal entire dragon head where his hand is going to cover it anyway, but the rest of it and the wooden carvedness of it, pretty nice. No. How did that not get censored? Oh, that's funny. Ah, street thug with a heart of gold. Timeless trope. Always good. These buttons are... Why do I have such strong feelings about these buttons? And none of them are good. I'm always entertained when I find something and I get kind of fixated on it. I make them larger. And move them. And then... Okay, I kind of wish this had that, like, tailcoaty look. Alright, we're gonna start moving around this shirt. What if you looked like this? What if you looked like this? What if this shape was more clear and intentional? I do like that better. And then sharper. Is this having a large impact on the model? No, it's not. I need to move on. There, that's fine. Kai says, do you leave canes as they are or add details like dangles, capacitors, rope, etc.? Oh, and we can add whatever we want. It's open. I'm having a vision. A flask or a pet raven. A raven? That would be pretty cool. Mia has considered adding raven to at least one model a month, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I like putting ravens in everything. That's actually why it's even an option now to make it an official thing. Assuming I haven't already sculpted it. But I doubt I have. I don't have that many minis that have familiars already on them. I could have more. He needs a shirt. That's, there we go. That's what I'm missing. Okay, important question, peasants. Tie or the scrap of fabric thing? What is it? A cravat. You know, like the poofy fabric thing. Tie or cravat? We're not doing a bow tie. I feel very strongly against bow ties. Ascot. Isn't that like off to the side? Hello, Pyro. What an intro. Kai said, you don't often keep the raven. You just add it and look at it for a while. That sounds right. Poofy fabric thing. Oh, come on. I didn't say that incorrectly, did I? Cravat. A decorative neckband worn around the collar. This. And bonus points for being from Ace Attorney. This thing. Isn't this like super British? And I feel like this is different. Yeah, this one especially. Than an ascot, right? Which is like, I always think of Fred from, okay, they're pretty freaking similar. From Scooby-Doo. That one's like tied off to, no, that's not Fred. That's for Daphne. Same difference. I like that one best. Which one? Corrugated metal cravat. Glow-in-the-dark necklace. Super manly. Wasn't an option. 80s cyber got no. I'm an option 3 kind of guy. Oh, Lord. I gave you guys 2 options. And we got confusion. Okay, not the super poofy one, and not a normal necktie. Okay. Okay. Oh, interesting. It was like a very loose tie thing. Yeah, I thought I had a version of that, and then of course I didn't pick it. Shirt. We are comboing 3 different shirts of mine. Yeah, this one. I have it built in a little bit. Not entirely. But I feel like we could use this, and why are we being like that, ZBrush? There, we can use this and modify as we please, yeah? Yeah. Oh, I need to not pick that habit up on stream. That would be a really hard one to break. I already do that in my day-to-day life, and it's a funny, albeit slightly annoying habit. In my day-to-day life, I mean, I just do it with Ricky. I can't imagine talking to my neighbors and being like, yeah. Oh, man. I feel like adding that immediately, he's just so much classier. Obviously, I need to make it fit. No. Smaller. No. There. His neck doesn't look freakishly tall, which is what I wanted. Okay, he's got like a double collar issue going on now. If I do this, I have to pick which collar will rise. There we go. I can delete that. That's fine. And then this collar needs to be a bit larger. That's the opposite of what I want. ZBrush. There. What if I scoot his head up? No. Okay, we are going to separate his neck from his head a little bit later. Yeah. Very good. Thank you, peasants. I complained, but you were ultimately very helpful. Some of you more helpful than others. Very good. Well, I think he's looking pretty fabulous. Let me, oh, we have color on this. No. I used to color my models on stream, and then I decided, no. Don't want anything that takes away from my obsession with shapes. It's the most important thing. Have the shapiest of shapes. Oh, I don't need this shirt anymore. Oh, I kind of like that better. Even though it's not as structured or detailed right now. Let me fit this a little nicer and then we'll have a chat. All right. This one. This one. Or just because the color difference that I like. Hard to tell sometimes. Why are we not painting? There. Bring these buttons forward a little bit. Yeah, I like the pointy parts at the end of the... Okay, that's not correct. It would be on one side. Yeah. I don't understand how this one would work. If I end up going with this, it needs to be much higher up, and then I have to decide how to detail that, I think. I kind of like it, though. Reaper's here! Hello, hello! Thanks for stopping by, Kurt. I always appreciate it. See ya. Someone left, someone came in right at the exact same time. I love it. I love to see it. How are you doing, Reaper? The first thing the peasants asked was how much monies we raised for your birthday, and they were very excited to know that it was $270, I believe. Pretty fabulous. I'm like, pretty fabulous while I'm like looking all mad. I'm doing the big thing. Ah, he's lost his shirt again. Okay, peasants. I know that this second, so this is option 1, option 2. Option 2 obviously is not detailed yet, but something about it I just like better, I think. Do you guys have strong feelings on this? Or are you like, they're a shirt? Shirt 1, shirt 2. I think I'm voting shirt 2, even though it'd be more work. Yeah. 1, 2. Which is which? This is 1, this is 2. 1, 2. And then buttons we will fix accordingly. We're 50-50. If no one else votes, then Nifty and Foxy will fight to the death then. Oh, 1. No, we both like 1 better. I don't know why I inexplicably like 2 better. If we're all saying 1, alright, that makes it easy. 2 would have been more work, so thank you. Appreciate it. There we go. Very nice. 1.5. No. There's Pyro. 3. Topless. No. With or without the lapels. For on this one. Got options. There's much suitage options. I like lapels. Me too. Me too. I also like this ridiculous collar. Big fan. Oh, we have another big collar here, but that one obviously does not fit with our other one. I might just layer this to death, though. I am a more is more kind of gal. It's like, how much fabric is he wearing? I'm like, all the fabric. It's like, that doesn't make sense, Mia. I'm like, but I like it. Vampire collar. It really is. Do we know who did the character art for these two? No, I have no idea. They're both just things on Pinterest and unlabeled, sadly, per usual. You can screenshot this. There, I made it big. If you screenshot this and dump it into Google, you can reverse image search, and that should help. That should help. There we go. Let's have these lapels not floating out in space. And how are we doing on time? Been a little over an hour. Okay, very good. Very good. I'm pleased with this. It's been a day, Reaper. Well, we're halfway through a week. Whatever that means. Kind of playing around with seams and stuff. I'm always amazed at how much that can change. When you're dealing with a suit or anything suit-like, very sensitive. Which is fun and difficult. I was gonna say annoying, and I'm like, don't say that, Mia. You like this. And I'm like, yeah, I do. I like the finickiness of it. There, I know I'm gonna want that to stay put. Very good. There we go. Oh, nice. Nice and pressed. Yeah. We have a weird bit that's painted there. We do. Quite. Nice. All right. Pretty good start here. And now I will get rid of this ridiculous extra layer I added. I concede. It is stupid. Alright, let's have everything showing, and then fix that. Perfect, perfect. Alright, we have our second stamp here. He somehow got slightly taller, so I'll need to lower this character a bit so that it fits. I don't remember changing the proportions. That's fine. Oh no, your car got a flat. Was it at least patchable, or was it on the sidewall? Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You do, yeah, and patches are cheap. Fixing it, too, is not bad. Some tire shops will just do it for free. I know the Firestone I used to live by would do them for free. Yet to be found. We were heading home when it popped. Oh, like popped. Like you didn't get like a nail, it just whooshed. That sucks. There we go. Very nice. All right, time to add more details, but in the secondary form nature. I think chains are going to be a cool thing. I guess it makes sense to be on one side, not the other, but I'm going to probably do a more is more approach, if you can believe that. If you can think of this anywhere, you think it'd be even remotely reasonable to add a nice little detail of a chain, you let me know and I will add it, because I just think that's gonna be a really fun thing to add to this character. So I'm going to add as much as possible until it looks ridiculous, and then I will tone it back if needed. Perhaps I will keep all of it. It's happened before. There's one. I can definitely do one around the pocket. Picker, continuous C. I don't need this to be in symmetry, even I think that's silly. Ah, not visible. Move it to the front just a little bit. Yes, very nice. It's so silly, but it adds a lot. Mia, are you giving her a Warforged nipple change? Automa did not get that. Beautiful. Kinky. Oh my gosh. Oh, no kidding, Nifty. Oof. Let's see. It'd be nice to add just a little cross detail. I always need to go one section farther than I expect. There we are. There. Why? Because I like it. That's why. Very nice. Where else can I add these? New shoes? You just talked the other day about how you haven't made new shoes in a while. No. Today isn't that day. Maybe some other time. But probably not. What if I had like a gear of some sort? I don't know. We're just gonna put a little thing on his head. And then I would like to add a band to this hat. Why are we not inserting an edge loop? Even when I asked so nicely. Insert edge loop. There we go. I knew you could do it, ZBrush. We'll go right there, and then extrude just one poly loop. Nope. There we go. A little bit of adjustment, like always. And of course, a slight bevel. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Paint asking like, oh, do I leave like a harsh edge or do I bevel? Always bevel. I'm sure there's a reason not to, but no. Always bevel. And then doesn't this dip in? Or no, is it just totally flat? I'm gonna add just the smallest little indent here and smooth that away. I just think that looks better than having it perfectly flat. That's a little silly. You know what that needs? That needs a bevel. Ah! There we go. Top hat. That is pretty flat. I don't care. Mia, you can't get better if you don't do the thing. Girl, I get better at enough things. Depending on why it was low matter. Oh, this is about tire still. I bought a anatomy textbook today. I'm no hypocrite to eating vegetables. Where is all of this shade coming from? Bad peasants. Oh my gosh. Hard surface simulator. Oh, would I be able to critique? Yeah, I can do that. You guys want to see me roast paint? Is it that time of the stream? I think it's that time. 1 to 3. How severe of a critique would you like paint? 1 being... I think I do 1's the most severe. God, that system makes no sense. Do you want like super severe, in between, or just like nice? Like here's a nudge of where to go next. Let me shade you out of love. I am already toast. Super roast. Alright, sounds good. Honestly, your shoes aren't off to the worst start. We'll just go top down. And we'll set a timer so I don't just go insane on you. Let's try to do a really dense 60 minutes. Lol, no. Let's make it a cat. Yeah, it's nice. How can I adjust the time? There we go. We'll just do a 5-minute crunch here. And put that on my other one. Alright. Okay. Overall, it looks like you have some miscreant here. I like that, you know, he kind of seems a little down on his luck. He maybe doesn't even seem very good at mugging people. He seems a little off balance. There's some pieces here that are working well, especially because it's not very well fitted. Now on to specifics. For his face, he is missing eyelids. This is something that's going to make your characters... ZBrush? Really? Anyway, that's something that's going to make your characters look odd. You need to make sure you're constructing eyelids. If you don't feel comfortable with sculpting them, that's fine. You can do ID where you duplicate the eyeball and then split a top and a bottom off of it. God, ZBrush took your model. I was like, I don't want to look at it. That's ridiculous and rude. It's just getting started. This won't cut into your time. Ridiculous. Bad ZBrush. Alright. But yeah, that's looking a little odd. So let me show you really quick. I'm going to take those eyeballs. I'm going to split them into their own piece. Duplicate them. And this is going to look rough, but you'll get the idea. Eventually, you'll probably have no problem just sculpting them on your own. But in the beginning, if you can't, that's fine. If you're not really confident in all those shapes, keep them separate subtools. So what I'm going to do is really, really rough here. Especially because I'm not doing it with symmetry turned on. But see what I mean? That already makes him look less insane. And that's just giving him an upper eyelid. I haven't even done both yet. I've just done one. It's very important. This is a non-negotiable. There's no style in which you can't give your characters eyelids. They will always look better with eyelids. There. Just throw those on there really quick. There. Improvement. Eyebrows are fine. They're a little close together. Generally speaking, they're not going to extend too far past the inner corner of your eye. But there are different shaped people. I'd move that over. Lips are fine. They're a little lacking in some volume, at top lip especially. That's okay. Look at a reference for an ear. I know you know that's not what an ear looks like, but it's close. I'm glad that it's not glued to the head, but you're missing like some main shapes here, like there's a Y and the helix. Just look at a reference. I know that you'll get it. I like that your jawline isn't too harsh. You didn't carve it out all crazy. You can get in here and get a little more comfy with... Wow, ZBrush does not want to sculpt on this for some reason. With this muscle here, you can bring that out a bit more. You also want to kind of taper a bit more. It's kind of like a mega neck going on. I like that it's connecting correctly to the collarbones. Good job. The hair is going to paint really well. I don't have any problems with that. You kind of have this completely flat section on the back of the neck, which is also a bit odd. Make sure you kind of round that off. All the clothing is looking a little lumpy and like it's sitting around him instead of being super confident. Things that will help with that is adding like seams to your clothing. The slash brush is a really easy way to kind of fake a seam. These are going to look really pixelated because this is decimated model, but not a problem. Add like a seam to where like your sleeves are going to be. Obviously, just think about what is he wearing, how is this constructed, and then show that to some extent. This might even look like more like a vest the way I have it on there. Seams are going to help a lot. Construction's really important. Same with right here. I'm unsure what he's wearing here. It's kind of like a trench coat, but this harsh edge makes that a little unclear. If you want to make it that way, that's totally fine. But I also recommend adding, you guessed it, seams. Maybe having a seam down the center here would make a lot of sense. How is it constructed? How is it constructed? Really important. Speaking of, does he have gloves on or like bracers, van braces? It's kind of hard to tell. So I would make that a little bit more clear. The fabric folds themselves are a bit of a hot mess, but we got you. Let's start here. On this, we don't have any fabric folds, which definitely stands out. And on this, we have a bunch. So I like that they're going downwards because, you know, gravity. But what's more important than gravity here? Buttons. Buttons are more important than gravity. These buttons are going to be pulling the fabric in. So what you're going to want to do is take your standard brush and respect the button. Have some fabric folds that are coming at that button. And having that coming in. That's where that tension should be happening on all of them. Really, if you're not sure where a fabric fold should go, don't just put them on there unless you want the clothing to look really wrinkly, which can work for this specific character because he is a little bit more, you know, down on his luck or whatever. I'd recommend taking this belt and just making the entire belt larger, and so it'd stand out more. It might even make more sense to be on the outside even grabbing this weird trench coat. Kind of just adds some interest and then shows that nothing really fits. He's just using this belt to kind of hold everything together. The pants, I actually do like kind of how messy these fabric folds are. They're interesting. They just need a little bit more direction. Like there is a knee in here somewhere. So I would kind of just pull the fabric out to where those knees are supposed to be and think, where is stuff pulling? There's pretty much always going to be a fair amount of fabric folds around the crotch because there's a lot pinching, moving around. There we go. Because your hips are right there, so when your legs move, it's me pulling and pinching that fabric, yeah? More references. I can tell. I always get on paint about this. You just start sculpting, putting stuff down, which is good, but you don't pull up a reference, so it gets away from you a little bit. Like this whole thing, I would just kind of smooth out. Because there's fabric folds that repeat in very similar patterns in the same area. Like a knee, it kind of swoops in right here. See, like that? Kind of grabs it. And then you can pull shapes off of that as well. And that's going to be a bit more clear. It's similar to what you have, but a bit more clear. I would pull these down as well. Just make this look more intentional. Just think, what is it doing? What is it doing? And another thing with, yeah, I've sent that exact thing. I know Paint has seen because I've sent it to him. It's one of his assignments. And then for the shoes, you actually have a pretty good thing going here because you have most of the components, but you are missing like the ridge. We're past 5 minutes, I don't care. I can just cut that out, it's already gonna help. There is a heel section and there is it's not just one flat piece. These little differences are really important. And your shoe is never just totally flat. It does toe up a bit on the end, just like that. So you actually have a pretty good start here. You got a lot of the components. But that will help you a lot, and just really looking at what are all the main pieces that have to be there, and then making sure they make sense together. And then even for this would be really easy. Even if it's a stiff piece of fabric, there still will be some fabric folds. So I'm just using the standard brush right now. Nothing crazy. Any questions? Is that making sense? The lab coat. Oh, interesting. Call them a tired scientist. Yeah, you always got to think when you put fabric fold down, why is it there? Is it in tension? Is it in compression? Or is it just drapery, like gravity, which I guess technically could be a tension point where you're holding it from or whatever. You can get fancy knowing all the kinds of types of folds, like pipe folds, diaper folds, whatever. But the big thing is, like, what is happening to this? Is it being pulled or is it being pushed together? And that'll get you a long way. Absolutely. Flayed whore is a style with eyelids, just to be annoying. That does really help. Push and pull. Exactly. Exactly. Like if I were to ask right now, like, what is this fabric fold doing? This. I don't know. I don't really know. I guess it looks like someone almost pulled it this way. Absolutely. I would just make it a little more straight. There you go. I think we've made some good improvements here though. The biggest one being, and the easiest one that's the most important, is the eyes. No eyes. Yeah. Even just small adjustments here. Really making this more clear. I did that too far apart, almost looks like. There we go. Again, that nudge up on the toe helps a lot, and then cutting out that, separating the heel from the rest of the sole. Those are the biggest things I can point out. Would you say line of action for fabric folds? No. No. I would not. The pose is really unsure and really odd. I didn't get super far into that. I can't really even tell really where his weight is going. I think the thought was he's stepping forward. Looks like he's going to mug somebody. But then his weapon hand is not as far forward. So if it was an aggressive pose, I would imagine they'd be leading with that weapon. But if he is unsure, I mean, there is some stuff that's really working here. He's also a little kind of off to the side. I would take this leg and just widen his stance. I feel like that right there makes that pose a lot stronger right away. Not so much looking at the arms yet. Pose was meant to look almost drunk and exhausted. Okay, in that case, no, I still like the wider stance. But I would adjust the arms for sure. He needs a mission on what he's doing. So I need to figure out how to transpose. Transpose master? Yeah. Very good. Let's kind of segue into that. Transpose master, I know, has been a consistently confusing thing for you. Let me show you. Do you have a moment right now to see this? Because I'm gonna break this down. I know it's been one of your big hurdles, but like, you got it. Like, there's nothing about Transpose Master that you don't know how to do. It's just masking. So the way you open it up is you go to Z plugin, Transpose Master, and you click on T pose mesh. I'm somehow missing something, but I can't get to work in the program. It might be your special version of ZBrush, because I know you got this. You know how to do this. It's going to take all your subtools, put them into one, and then so you can mask however you want. So I can move everything at once. We'll just throw his arms way up here and be silly. Wee. Just do a silly, goofy pose. He's doing a jumping jack. Wee. And what's cool is if you want, you can do Command Shift click and you can like hide or show stuff, so you can mask just that. That can be more complicated, but I know you know how to do that too. Wee. There we go. We did a kind of a crazy pose here. And once you've done your adjustments, you just go back to Z plugin, click on T pose sub T, and that's it. Z plugin, T pose, transpose. No. I got you. Close. There's no transpose button. The buttons are confusing. I don't know why it doesn't just say start and end. It should be Z plugin, transpose master, T pose mesh. But they are in order at least. There's two big buttons. You do the left one and then the right one. The button names are stupid. Yeah, I agree. T pose mesh, T pose sub T. Just start, end. 1, 2. There you go. There you go. Ah! That's really funny. I didn't like you criticizing ZBrush. But that's it. I know you could do this paint. The fabric fold and stuff, that's tricky. There's a lot you gotta think about there and stuff. But just using the software, you got it. You're in IT. So if you're having issues with that specifically, it might be your special version of ZBrush. I could see that. I guess so, Nifty, but some things are stupid. Maybe it thinks you're calling me stupid, thinks I'm a button. Oh, interesting. How interesting. I'm really happy with it, but 100%. Reference, eyes, and T-pose. Good. Oh yeah, I'm glad you're happy with it too. I was in roast mode for sure. There's a lot of good work there. It's a recognizable character. There's motion happening. There is a story happening, and you know, like, there's a lot of good pieces that fit well. It would be weird if he looked really posh and really perfect hair, and then like his clothing was all a mess. Like everything fit quite nicely together. So good job. Good job. Keep on going. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some items. And grab Stupido. I like it. I like it too. None of these canes were super exciting to me, though they were nice. But they weren't blowing my mind. So let's see if we can... I mean, honestly, giving him an umbrella. I kind of like it as well. Fall of Aloha, but stupid. Fall of paint. Fail of paint. Oh, it's amazing. You're funny. They would have liked that. You're talking about Aloha like they're dead. Aloha is very much so alive and well. Alright, I did not make that connect all the way through, which is kind of annoying. But really funny and quite on brand. Oh, it got you. It got you, Taylor. God, saying Taylor felt really weird. I'm used to saying Reaper. There we go. Got some good pieces here. Very nice. I think the handle is a bit much, so I'll probably remove that as well. And then add some more of these bands. I'm kind of looking at all the stuff you guys posted and doing a little bit of all of it. Except for the goose head. We are goose headless. There we go. I think he's a bit chunky. Move that over. There we go. Good. Can you guys stop torturing AutoMod? It's doing its best. Is it good? No. But I think it's trying. You guys are gonna get my whole stream just yoinked. Oh my gosh. Let's try something. Voldemort. You're stupid. Oh, you got it. You got it. It assumes that I am the you, I think. Came to my defense. You are stupido. Oh, very funny. It was stopping me from sending an emoji earlier. Well, what emoji was it? Did you put your name in the goblet of fire? He said calmly. Oh my goodness. Alright, I think this big fancy gem one was my favorite. Thank you, Kai, for that. You know what this needs? Chains. Oh, that's right, ZBrush crashed over literally nothing. So I need to open this again. That one. I'm glad you guys are having fun. Definitely not difficult to entertain, which is nice. Nah, not like that. Let's make it more like this. What is it doing? It's being fancy. Something that I can move with the character. Oh my goodness, you guys are silly. Oh, Cyber's here. Hello there. I saw you got a Prairie ticket. Way to go snatching that. Those sold out like immediately. You even gave me a request once. I DM'd you. So respond. Tell me what you want. And they'll get done sometime in July. That's fabulous. Buttons. Oh my gosh. Right now, the peasants are trying to break my auto mod, which is fine. And while they're doing that, I am making this very dapper Nobleman Warforged. Yeah. Reaper? What? Every other stupid gets modded, but not when I call myself stupid. Oh, amazing. I think that was a bit of a self-roast there, Reaper. Alright, we're gonna start adding some more detail here. There, just something subtle. And then it'll be fabric fold time. Just generally good looking construction is what I'm wanting. So we'll start adding some fabric folds. Just a lot of goodness. Yeah. Reaper. Also, hi, Cyber. Oh, I need to close holes first. Crease, subdivide. Very nice. Hey, Traveler. Sorry for the quiet. Had to do a bank run. No problem. Going to the bank used to be the bane of my existence, because why are they open during work time, but no other time? Very difficult. Oh my gosh. Oh, you didn't get banned yet, Nozzle. Oh, I'm not calling you Noz. That's funny. No, you're still just Nifty. Nifty, you're the only person I do that with, where I bounce back and forth between what word I'm going to call you. I don't know why. You're the chosen one. We're at that point of the stream where I'm head bopping. Alright. I'm getting a little bogged down here. Be free, Mia. Do the fabric folds. You can do it. It's like, I can't. I've never done that before. There we go. Would it make more sense to sculpt fabric folds asymmetrically? Sure. But honestly, it's worth the time to just lay in some basics and then pose, and then you can clean up as needed. If you're doing like a crazy pose, anything with hands over your head, anytime you bend and have to expose the armpit area, that to me is an extreme pose. So if that's the case, then no, I will not bother doing any of this stuff first. But otherwise, I absolutely do. There, I got some stuff laid in. Kind of doing a little bit of twisting here. Nothing too crazy. Oh, trails. I forgot about that. I have that on my UI. It didn't work. I'm such a stupid Naz. Foxy says, I printed a big thing. Video and Discord. What'd you print? See, this makes me sad. You're not going to have big print stuff anymore. I see a bunch of minis. Ooh. What is that? Why is it any bigger? Oh, it looks like a big snake or something. That is cool. I mean, look, you have room. It's right there. Rooming. That's nice. Wow, that's really cool. Very, very nice. Oh, you got it. I need the room for something else. Is it a secret? Do you have another hobby that you're cheating on 3D printing with? Gosh, that trails thing is really nice, nifty. Thank you. I really like building out fabric folds like this, where I kind of like sketch them out, and then as I find ones that I really like, I continue onwards with them. Another big important part about your fabric folds is that they do like collide at some point, and then how you handle that is important. I've got a little chunky there by the, but that's okay. There, subtracting a little bit of material, adding a bit of material, reduce the intensity just a touch. I like a lot of fabric folds. Very nice. Traveler says, I see you have 10 bucks in tips. Was it chaos rolls? Coffee? Extra hour? Oh no, it was leftover from last week. So I make sure it counts because we technically funded past the bonus stream. So I didn't let it go to waste. I just refilled it. I generally update it. So if it was like anything that has a max on there, I'll remove it once it's not available anymore. Oh yeah, stream does end in 10 minutes. If you guys want to hang out? Yes. Kidding. I know, Traveler. I'm not following your golden rule of always be grifting. I just went straight to. I'm going to stream again tomorrow too. Be a good time. And it is true, I'm going to be sculpting regardless, so. Foxy says, if you can mull Sylvia before I have to get rid of the printer, I can print her out big. That would be really cool. It's going to get done sometime in July. That's all I can really promise. I don't know what your timeline is. Kind of want a little samey. Why am I being so picky with these fabric folds? Probably because I critiqued a student and then some in critique mode. Ugh, that's a terrible mode to be in when you're sculpting. Just sculpt. Just get the thing done. Not because it's like, oh, you know, work fast or hustle or anything like that. It's if you're telling yourself no as you're sculpting constantly, you're gonna really bog down. So don't do that to yourself. There we go. I caught it in real time. I could hear Aloha in the back of my head being like, stop it. There we go. Very nice. Sounds good. Nice. Reaper is on a mission over there. Is it because do you feel replaced by automod? I don't think you guys had a mod much anyway. Alright. Huzzah. Thank you, Traveler. Y'all get to hang out for another hour. Bam. That puts us to 4 p.m. Fabulous. And I'm going to remove that. We are bought out on extra hour because I can see that becoming a problem. Thank you, Traveler. I really appreciate that. And that means we are almost halfway to the bonus stream, which is going to be Mia's Mini. Which pretty much want to sculpt whatever I want and have you guys help me design something new. Something that doesn't have any bounds of having to fit a theme or a request. Kind of just, we just get to go have fun. Yeah. Yeah, everyone thank Traveler. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we played our rules by giving up 5-minute bans, unruly peasants. You're right, Reaper. I'm so sorry. I can't cut that short or discredit that. Traveler says, I do enjoy helping our favorite creator. Aw, thanks. I'm like, that's me. That's very sweet of you. I really appreciate it. I could hang out with you guys, because again, I'd be working on this still anyway. It's very, you guys will, I'll never have stuff available for donations or like buying an extra hour if I'm not up to it. Because one, can you guys imagine if you guys were like, hey, yeah, let's hang out for an extra hour. And I was like, okay. And I'm all like sad and low energy. Like I can't, that's not very good. Nifty, how did I live without trails? Oh my gosh. Fabulous. Gosh, isn't it? I don't know about you guys, but sculpting fabric folds and watching them come together, it's like one of my favorite things. It's so satisfying. Look at that. Yes. It's the best. Traveler said, low energy. I just buy shots of espresso. We do have an espresso machine. We have a very, very fancy coffee machine. It's like a Gaggia or something. It's very expensive. It was my dad's because he bought a fancier one and he was like, well, I don't want this one anymore. And I was like, it was right around Christmas too. So I'm like, give me it. It was a really good time. Nothing like a good old expensive hand-me-down. It was pretty nice. I think that was my Christmas present that year. I didn't care at all. I was thrilled. We've never really been a big, like, presents family either. I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to, like, oh, because we get presents all year round. But like, no, we're always helping each other out and passing things around. So when Christmas comes up, it's really kind of just an excuse to hang out and eat together. Never been super big on presents. I think you guys know this, but I'm an only child. I don't have any siblings. So, yeah, there was just one kid to spoil. So by the time Christmas came around, I mean, I was good. I just want to hang out and eat good food. My family has like a legendary homemade rolls recipe. Really, really good bread. So I can cook now after lots of practice and stuff. When I was a teenager, I wasn't a very good cook, obviously. Pretty normal. But I could cook bread. I could cook some mean buns. Rolls anytime. Good stuff. I also made some really bad ones too. One of the first batches I made by myself without my grandma. They were like hockey pucks. And I was like, oh no. I had to text her. I'm like, how did it go so wrong? And she was like, how much flour did you add? And I'm like, well, because a lot of parts when you're making bread, like it's not necessarily, well, bread can be very exact. But anyway, I'm not even looking at chat. I'm sorry if you guys are not interested in bread, but we're talking about bread. There's a spot when you're rolling it and working and kneading the dough. You add a little bit of flour, like as needed, to kind of keep it together and stuff. And I just thought it needed more and more and more. And I very much so pretty much just made biscuits. They sucked. With enough butter, I mean, anything's good out of the oven. Yeah. Traveler said, irony, I'm a huge giver. Then again, I grew up dirt poor, so I like to give when I can. Oh, that's super, super nice of you. And again, I definitely did not grow up poor, but I think it's also just, it was just my dad and I. Having a small household also kind of helps. There, that's the fabric fold I wanted. But I get you, like especially now, it's really nice to share like when you can, and do such. I've mentioned before, like I am a total cheapskate and person, but not stingy. Like I'm very, very happy to share what I have, especially my time. I don't know what to do with this area. I think I normally do like a pocket or something. We'll just leave it alone, not worry about it. Those are some good looking pants though. Yeah. Those creases look crisp, don't they? I like it, I like it. Oh god, don't even bring up catfish in my chat right now. That stream was so chaotic. It was fun though. There were some moments that were so funny, they felt scripted. They weren't. They were just... That was just the stream. Oh gosh, that was funny. Oh, a brush for everybody to enjoy. Nifty has shared a present for everyone. I trust you. I don't think it's a virus. Bam. Stream crashes. Easy brush. Alright, let me add a little bit here. And then save our feller. Not load that up. Let's see what it is. All right. Oh yeah, so it's kind of a rounded alpha. I've had something like this before. Let me just throw some subdivision levels on this. Yeah, so it has a really nice drop off right from the get-go. This is going to be really nice for well, really whatever fabric folds, but especially for pipe folds, I thought. Maybe I like the standard brush better for that. Doesn't mean that I wouldn't really like this for doing little creases and stuff. It has a really, really nice drop off. I have it really cranked up right now too. But what I was thinking, what that might be even better for is somewhere tight, like right here. I do love my basic standard brush, but I always think it's fun trying new brushes. I don't talk about much on stream because I do have students watching, and I feel like students get really hung up on custom brushes, as you probably know. And I'm like, no, you can do it regardless. Yeah, that's nice, just adding like, for really light little tension folds, that's gonna be super nice, and a little crisper, because it's less round. Yeah, I'll probably pin that. I'll probably pin that. Thank you. That was very nice of you, Nifty, to share that with everyone. How nice. Huzzah. No problemo. Very, very nice. I think we're all feeling a little generous now. I like it. I like it a lot. Reaper just sent me a very secret message in chat. She's always thinking about the peasants and fun things to do with y'all. What am I doing? I am adding trim. That's what I'm doing. Let's just add... No. Oh, ZBrush. Come here. There you go. It's a little chunky, but I like it a little chunk. Nifty is nifty. It's a good brush for people who don't want to muck around with settings. You know what? I didn't even think of that. You're right. You're right. Because, like, yeah, I use a standard brush for all my fabric folds, but I change them. I know the settings that I like for how I want it to behave, right? And, man, that could be super annoying, especially for someone who's trying to just figure stuff out. And that's another layer to add to it. Yeah, I will definitely share that with my students, too. Thank you. All right, we do have a weird splittage thing happening here, but I think it's gonna be fine. Just gonna smooth that out. Is that later me a problem, or am I being good? No, I'm being good. Just had to check really quick. I was like, we don't do later Mia problems anymore. We're good to Mia now. I do think I'd like to add a collar a bit of some sort. That's the only thing that's being tricky about this collar here, is making sure it doesn't get too far out. It's gotta be thick enough to print without being ridiculous. It's already quite ridiculous. I quite like it. Brings me great joy. There we go. Some structure. Awesome. Yeah, Reaper said, yay, I could game with you. So this is in our super secret chat. Reaper says, I have an idea. That Scriblio thing. What if we had a gaming session with the peasants? Anyone can join, hang out, and draw funny pictures, and then we can all hang out. So this I had never even heard of before. I was complaining in Discord, like I do, and being like, what do I do before stream? It's like 15 minutes. It was an odd bit. And Jared, Sappy Elephant, put this in here. Just like, yeah, you can play this. It's really fun. I might just pop in Discord every now and then and we can play this. Here, I don't want to... I'm just going to crash a game really quick. You just click play. There, it's happening live right now. Oh, it's a car. Or no. It's 2 words. Truck driver? Oh, steering wheel. Oh, someone just said it. Well, I got it a bit late. Anyway, but that's the game. And then it's very simple. What is like Pictionary? And then you can pick one. But it's free. It's just in browser. It's super quick. That could be a fun thing. So keep an eye out. You guys might see us hanging out in Discord and pulling that up. I guess we won't all stream it. Otherwise, that would be silly because we would see each other's answers. But yeah. Yeah. Traveler said, idea for bonus stream name. Mia's Marvelous Minis. I probably would have put something like that. I just ran out of room, so I went with Mia's Mini. But I do like a triple M. Cyber says, I have a question. Is the next drop of minis for June available for Hag's Quarrel Painting Challenge? Yes. Yes. Did that drop yet? We have a bunch of bog critters that are dropping. We have a snapping turtle, platypus, salamander, and something else. I forgot already. Anyway. Yes, you can paint those for the painting competition as well. That's true, Reaper. Battle Royale M3DM tourney. But yeah, I think that'd be a really good time. You guys can hop in and start the little drawing game whenever you want. I feel like I'm cheating because I can use my giant tablet. That's how I did it last time. But that's always fun. Nifty says, Mia! Nifty! Alright, got a crease here. Whenever I need to make something thin, but not annoying to print, I just kind of create like a false edge and then I bevel away the back side of it, and that does a pretty good job at giving the effect that I want, while not just being too spindly to print. See, I just bevel that away, but it's actually secretly really chunky. It doesn't super look chunky. Yeah. Oh boy, Nifty said, I will gift one more brush, just because it's stupid and fun. Yes, please. I love stupid and fun. Pumpkin blubber. Oh god. Cyber said, I can try to print and paint. Result not guaranteed at all. I would love that though. I participate. It's so fun. And this month, like in June, it's usually a little quieter too, so your odds are pretty good. All right, we're gonna get pumpkin blubbered over here. Depending on how down this brush is, I might add it to the chaos wheel and it will just be called pumpkin blubber. All right, I'm gonna, yep, it does the blobness. I mean, for monsters, it's just like a better inflate brush, let's be real. All right, we're gonna do this to the entire model. Where is it? Here it is. This is a stupid brush. I like it. Oh my goodness. Why does it look kind of good? Like it's kind of convincing, you know? It's a good brush. Okay, I'm having too much fun with this, I think. It really does have a good bit of detail as well. Alright, let's crank up that intensity. We're not messing around anymore. We're full power right now. Incredible. What do you think? Nifty has been very distracting today in the best way. Oh my gosh. Maybe 1 to 3 mil. Oh my goodness, that's stupid. I am going to add that to our chaos wheel because that is so funny. And it's a ridiculous word. Anything that I can do. Bam. We now have pumpkin blubber on here. That's so stupid. Incredible. Oh, I better save that brush then. No, I can see how good this is going to be, for sure. It's really... Well, here, I can just do this. It doesn't matter. Yeah, look how textured that is. And if you scribble in the same spot, it really... Gosh, this would be really good for ooze as well. That's horrific. Oh, what a fun, silly brush. I haven't gone brush shopping in a hot minute. I just use the default stuff. It's awful. There are so many uses, like real uses I could use for this. Kind of looks like viscera, like intestines right here too. Like if I have this layer back, there we go. Check that out. It's a intestine brush. Thanks. That works really well. Yeah. Reaper said, it looks like more like warts from a squash, but what do I know? Okay, Jared's not having fun anymore. We will go back to what we're supposed to be doing. I guess. Cyber asks, how much does it cost? The brush? Or what? What are we talking about? The brush, Nifty just shared for free. Yeah. Very nice of you. Let me bevel the inside of this before I forget, because I can't do it after the fact. There we go. Oh, I kind of ruined my corner though, didn't I? What if I just do it nicely? There we go. Beautiful. Got a nice little trench going on there. Nifty the Magnificent. I do like me some good alliteration. Okay, where am I supposed to put this gun? I think the gun looks kind of stupid just on his hip. I don't know if it's going to be very visible. So you know what? Let's just hide it for now. And then I will think about it. Let's just add the impression of... There we go. Pockets of some sort. I love me more details. I love using the seam brush to just, bam, we have added a pocket. Yeah, it's true. But once you've done something enough times, it is nice to kind of have a brush that will do it a bit faster, you know? Big fan. Realizing that I might not want to add this, actually. Thinking. Yeah, that's fine. I like it. Reaper said, my brain is fried. This is my best. And it's plenty. Let's make that a little lighter. Trying out another new brush here. Just kind of have that pulling down and over his shoulders. So. Very nice. Yeah, paint, that free brush that Nifty shared might be really helpful for you because you don't have to fiddle with the settings very much. It's pretty much just going to work out of the box. But it's not like those fabric brushes that are like a stamp, you know, where you're like, oh, here's like a knee fabric fold. I would discourage you from using those until you're a little more comfortable with sculpting different kinds of fabric folds. But this, I mean, this would never be a crutch. If you just use this brush forever, that would be fine. The reason why I discourage from a lot of brushes is because they kind of become a crutch. This is not one of those kind of brushes. No crutch here. Just good stuff. Let's kind of add a little bit of cinching. Oh gosh, that's really satisfying. It almost feels like when you're messing around with it being simulated. Yeah, look how much better that overlaps into a Y fold. Ah, I like this. This is good. And if I push this, I still like subtracting volume better with the standard brush, which is fine. The combo between the two is going to be quite cinchy. Quite nice. Oh, very nice. Let's push that in a little more. Yes, very good. What is the taquito? What? Human soul for lunch. What should I have for lunch today? Sandwich, ramen, taquitos. Probably taquitos. Yeah, nice combo. Adapt. Improvise. You are definitely a fellow artist enthusiast. I love it. Cyber said, nobody asked Mia if it'll print. There's even a cane. You know, we're getting flimsy. Oh my goodness. How be rich? How be rich? I'll let you know when I get there. Nah, already rich. I have what I need. And then some. And then a lot some, actually. Am I excited to have like my own little piece of property and stuff and have endless house projects? Yes. But that doesn't mean that I don't already have enough. Always important to remember that. There we go. Nice. Mia or Maya? You know I hate that. Are we at that part of the stream? I feel like it's scheduled sometimes where it's like, oh, time to annoy Mia. Oh my gosh. It looks like Jared is summoning a demon. Vorknacht Thul Drachal. Can we not do that in my stream chat? Thanks. Whoever joins next is the demon. I have decreed it so. Oh, I'm really liking this fabric brush. You can kind of just make stuff up and it still looks good, which is my favorite. But first, I must add obnoxious pipe folds. Would a trench coat really pipe fold? No, it wouldn't really. It's a stiffer fabric usually. But do I like pipe folds? Yes, so I get pipe folds. They're just so much fun to dry brush too. It's just a good time. Right here in the back especially, just like these sweeping. This is just using the standard brush with trails enabled. I feel the need to specify that now because I feel like trails honestly makes the brush behave so differently but the same. It's worth noting. Get that taper. Yeah. Very enjoyable. This looks like a weird face on the back. Do you guys see it? Am I the only one who sees this right now? We have like... We got a bit of a Mike Wazowski moment going on right now. Can you see this? There it is. I'm not gonna fix it. No one's gonna see that and think, right? Nah. I can keep it. Maybe you guys will think that now, but that's fine. That's fine. Will it dry brush? Oh, that's a new annoying one. That's good. I mean, can I dry brush it? Probably not. But oh my gosh. It's getting a piece of land expensive in the US. In France, it's almost the same cost as a location, but you get a little less surface you sign for 20, 25 years. It really depends where you're at. Like, it really just depends where you're at. I live in Tennessee, so it's a bit cheaper. In California, it's a bit tougher. It depends. You live by the coast. Ooh, my whole lifetime, I could probably buy an acre. Yeah, it just depends. With a house, of course. Yes. So, yeah, it's cheaper where I'm at now currently. It really depends because you have like a stick-built house or like a manufactured home. That changes a lot too. Will it print and dry brush in Tennessee with the current weather? No, it will do neither. It is so humid and hot here right now. Oh man. You have to suck it out of them. What are we talking about? Oh, souls. Consuming human souls. Oh, goodness. Is it warm 24/7? In Tennessee? Oh, no. We have all 4 seasons here. I'm very excited about that. I grew up in California, where we do not have all 4 seasons. And if you were like, what do you mean? Excuse me, I'm going to cough. When people think about California, I think they think like, oh, like the beach and stuff. I lived in the desert. I can't stress that enough. Our annual rainfall for the year. So a year, 365 days, right, of rain. On average, we get 6 inches of rain. We get that. We have gotten that in a weekend here, if you count Friday. So it's been interesting living somewhere where there's like seasons and water. Sometimes I just would prefer to tell people like, oh, I grew up in Arizona, so they understand desert. Because every time it's a whole thing of having to explain, where I'm like, no. Like, oh, it must have been really nice weather there. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, I'm resilient. I'm very heat resilient, obviously, not surprisingly. But it was tough. Yeah. No, I did not grow up in Arizona. Sorry, that was confusing. I was there so much. The weather is more similar there. It's easier to explain. Because Arizona is much more uniform across climate-wise than California. That was not true, though. That was confusing. Oh, yeah, I was being confusing. Sorry. And people in Tennessee hate Californians, so it's when I can, I really just avoid saying where I came from. You can't choose where you're born. And to be crunchy, I wasn't even born in California. I was born in South Dakota. So, haha, loophole, except not really. And even though people here hate Californians, not as much as they hate Northerners, which I was like, Chicago? That's what's north. No, New York. Wow. They're not a fan here. Cyber said, joke aside, did you already sculpt a mini of you? And then Taylor's question will make sense. I did. I made a chibi version of myself. We were doing tabard pets. That's something that I don't really do anymore. So currently the stream goal is just for another stream. But what I used to do is every $30 was a tabard pet. which it would be like this cute chibi model. And I got up to a couple dozen of them. And then I kind of stopped streaming for a few months. It kind of I just didn't. And then I didn't really bring it back. That's something I did when I was still on YouTube. What am I doing with this fabric fold and this color? What am I even thinking? Okay, we're thinking again. There. I was like, I don't know. Drapery. When in doubt, swoosh. Yeah, Chicago is the Midwest of the South. Yeah, I mean, yeah, confusing. I am so glad that I moved, and not because like, oh, I hate California and I hate the big city. No, not even like that. Though I do think I fit in better here. It's just nice to live somewhere different. You know, I lived in the same place for the first, 28 years of my life, within a 45-minute radius. You know, it's pretty small. And some people are perfectly happy doing that. I always knew I wanted to see a little bit more than that. Because I'm like, what are the odds that I was born where I'd be happiest, you know? Maybe, but maybe not. And I won't know until I, try something different. But moving is also very expensive. So I knew I didn't have a whole lot of shots to try things out. So I'm like, well, we're going to make this one count. And then I can think about moving in another 10 years. But no, I think we're going to stay here, actually. We're pretty happy. Nifty said, I'm still amazed at how big Freedom Land is. Yeah. It's a lot of land. Traveler said, it amused me to explain to my Cali friend why we have basements in the Midwest. They used to be called storm shelters for a reason. I was giggling there because, again, I'm sure I'm going to have someone in the chat that will disagree with me, and that's okay. People that lived and grew up in California, none of us call it Cali. It's such a funny thing. When I hear people call California Cali, I'm still like, what? Not that I mind it. I don't care. Call it whatever you want. But it is one of those like small quirks where I'm just like people hear them and just like, oh, we're gonna like take a vacation and go visit Cali. I'm like, what's Cali? It's a funny thing. An hour is crazy long? Oh, dude, that's just going in to go to the big, to go to Costco. We drive an hour. Yeah, 4 to 5 day drive. Okay, so your sister moved like as far as she could then, probably to like Maine or something, East Coast, because driving here was 3 days. Granted, we kind of booked it. We did not mess around. We were doing the big drive. I should make this chain a separate piece before I subdivide it and it blows up. I would not like that. Please don't blow up. She actually went through Knoxville. Hey, there's Husband. I do an hour of driving any day, anytime. Same. And by same, I mean not at all. Ricky drives everywhere. I just sit I'm passenger princess. I'm very good at my job. I'm not afraid to drive or anything. I just don't love it. It's whatever. And Ricky loves to drive. We are quite the pair. She distributes snacks. I do. I'm quite good at a snack distributor. And other various items. My husband's really weird about his hands being dirty. Like, he likes really clean hands, especially like after you eat, it's like a little sticky. Like, he hates that. The first time I had one of those like little pre-packaged like wet wipes, and I'm like, oh, would you like this to clean your hands? I could tell he was just like, would marry me all over again. It was very funny. Part of the duties of passenger princess. Yeah. Do snacks print? I mean, you probably shouldn't be eating 3D printable snacks. Though, there is a chocolate 3D printer. Did you guys know this? Like, I'm totally serious. Ooh, that's a nice fabric fold. Ooh, that's very crispy. Ah, that's not what I wanted. Behave. There. How to print food. Isn't printing food common these days? You have a funny definition of the word common. Or is this a joke that I'm missing? Or is it both? I love me a good both. Oh wow, that's not where those buttons are at all. I'm just making it up right now. Alright. And it's like here-ish. Another one. Another one. Yeah, that's goodish. It's goodish. Oh, I didn't do a single fabric fold on the back of these pants. That looks ridiculous. We don't need to add a ton, because no one's really looking back here. But if they do, I would like for there to be something that makes sense to look at. Nah. There. Robot butt. Not a whole lot going on back here. Nah. Lazy fabric folds. There. Just putting literally anything at all looks better than nothing. I mean, hot dogs have been around for a long time, actually. You know, you're not wrong. That's really all I have to say to that. All right, this. I think this model looks fabulous. I am quite pleased with how this is turning out. And I think it looks way better than my old one, which I also like. I just think this guy is cooler. Jeez. Oh my god, Nifty, that's so stupid. Oh, that was the top stupid comment of the day. Good job. Good job. You win. You win nothing. But you win. I just don't like how I did this. There. No hearts. We do not encourage this dumb comment. Congrats! I do what I can. So humble. More of a chill stream today. This has been great and super productive. I like it. I think I'm fixing to get me coffee or a snack. Thank you, Nifty. Eat's a good one. I really appreciate how cool you've been with just like, hey, have you tried this tip? Without being backseat or annoying. I'm also glad that you know that I'm always looking to learn. Always, always, always. I'm so surprised, like, watching and, like, listening to some of my favorite artists do their thing. If you were to, like, cherry pick certain things that they would say out of a conversation, you would think that they were brand new sometimes. And I just loved, and not in like a clueless way, just like in a, they're so inquisitive, and I've really, really, really admired that. There's a quote that I'm gonna butcher because I don't remember the quote at all. So the sentiment is, if you're the smartest person in the room, you should probably go find a new room. And I've always tried to really live by that. Which is important because I was a cynical turd in high school, weren't we all? And I just thought everyone was stupid. Which, to be fair, in that high school, I was not wrong. But no, Mia, you were wrong. There were things you still could have learned from those people. I still have that in me a little bit. But anyway, my point is, I really appreciate you chirping in a way that is not obnoxious. Huzzah. Like a good obnoxious way would be like, have you tried doing fabric fold studies? I would probably lose my shit. But like, that's... No, I don't study, actually. I just scribble and hope for the best. I've never studied, actually. I'm being very sarcastic, just in case that wasn't super obvious? Okay, we're gonna stop this train of thought because it's going somewhere. Perhaps a pocket watch. I would love a pocket watch. Yes, let's do that. Yeah, soon it is time for the anglerfish. Absolutely. Have you tried stew studies? No, actually. Alright. Ricky said, you know those like shitty... Oh, you censored yourself even, Ricky. Wow, good job. You know those shitty blended iced coffees that are self-served at gas station? I'm craving one so bad right now. We don't even live by a gas station, so we'd have to go a little bit. We can do that. Ha! Something you haven't done. Something you can learn. Hey. I'm humble. I didn't say I have a good attitude. These are separate things. Oh my goodness. No, I have a good attitude. You know, I feel like you can't say that about yourself. Like there's certain, like you can't say you're humble. You just have to be humble, you know? I'm so humble. Yeah, that doesn't work. That doesn't work at all. And I kind of hate learning sometimes. But I love the, you know, I love being able to pick a struggle. I don't know if it was Buddhist or what. This isn't about religion at all, but just ideology and concepts. But it was pretty much just like, there's no greater joy than being able to pick your struggle, you know? And my first time I heard that, I was like, I don't get it. But like most things I don't get, I just kept thinking about it a little bit each day. And I'm like, finally, I get it. Feel aimless? Have you tried picking a struggle? I think some people misunderstand like the joy of being good at something. It's not about being good at it. It's just about trying to be good at it. Does that make sense? I hope I explained that well. That's a concept that's really, really cool and really, really important to me. One that I wanted to kind of nail down because I don't think I have a purpose. I don't think really anything does. I think it can, but I don't think I do. And that was kind of a weird one for me to be like, what am I doing? I think we all think about that at some point. And I think for me, it's just the attempt of being good at things is endlessly entertaining. And it could be anything. It could be folding laundry quickly and nicely. I mean, gosh, I kind of got like that with brushing my teeth for a while because I'm really afraid of the dentist. So I was like, maybe I'll just like be good at brushing my teeth. Like, and like really think about it. It's so stupid. Okay, whatever. That is from Buddhism. I thought so. It is the journey. It really is. Sounds good, Jared. Paint says, I say I'm not a quitter, but I am a complainer. This is true. You were definitely not a quitter. My goodness, you've done a really good job at keeping up just with ZBrush. Do you know what's getting sculpted tomorrow? You know, I don't. Because I kind of ran out of things from Clockwork Conspiracy. So this feller is pretty much done. I might finish him all the way on stream right now. And then I've started the Clockwork Anglerfish. I'd started that yesterday. That's why I had to end the poll early, because I was like, I ran out of things. My name, fish. Yeah, so this is that. It's not done, but it's pretty close to done. Check him out. If we have ideas of what to... How do I put him on a base? Do I skewer him, like make him float? Or do I just make like the base look like a sewer and put him in it? Like he's swimming? I don't want to cover him, he's so pretty. I don't know. Anyway, so tomorrow I'll probably start on priority tickets. I have some cool concepts. There was a feller that asked for 2 things. Evil Bob. Oh no, it's Optimus School Studio. Duh. Anyway, I might do one of their characters tomorrow, Tally. This is the mood board for it. She's gonna be cute and very, very cool. So this might be tomorrow's. But I am streaming tomorrow. That is the plan. Yeah. Pretty cool stuff. Right? For land, add spider legs. That could be fun. Isn't that a good mood board? Yeah. Optimistical says, oh my gosh, if you do tally tomorrow, Sarah and I can both be around. Okay, let's do it. It's a date. I'm gonna write it down because I get really worried about committing to things and then not doing them, even though I stream like every day at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Eastern time is tally time. Why is that so funny to me? That doesn't rhyme, it's just the same word twice. It's the little things. All right, you've been sticky noted. Tomorrow, we're sculpting tally. Mia, if you could be a character for D&D, what would it be? Old peasants. Answer. I know you know this. Everybody knows. We have one answer. Cyber says druid, but you're technically a new... I would not be a horse girl. Shut up, Foxy. Bad old peasant. Druid, yeah. Okay. Cyber and Traveler are both newer around here, and they still got the answer right. Yeah, I'd be a druid. 1000%. I think I've said it before on stream somewhat recently too, but oh my god, all of my old peasants are, my legacy peasants, are being absolute heathens at just saying horse girl, which I mean, they're not wrong, but that was not the answer we were going for. Turds. Okay. But yes, druid. Absolutely. A bit of magic, a bit of melee, but mostly more on the magic-y side and mostly on like the critter side. So yeah, it's a good blend. They are my favorite. Centaur druid. No, I think I'd be an elf. I have enough legs. Though I do have a centaur druid. I sculpted one a long time ago. You know, part of the reason why whenever I think of a model, I pull it out of my library, it's not even because I'm like, oh, advertisement for what's in the vault. It's really just because I'm like, oh, I have a couple. This one was the newer one that I did. But it's technically not a centaur, it's like an aisling, because it's half, wow, deer. It is half deer. That's why it's got the little different body here. And then I have a really old model that is a centaur druid. That was a request, I think. It's gonna have like an ancient... Oh, I have a spinny gif. Ready? Look how fancy. Spin. Yes, this is like normal horse proportions. That was a good one. All right, let that spin is really fast, actually. She looks so mad. I don't know why I made her mad, but I did. She's also got like sweet abs. Can never have too many of these though. I even did like a weird colored one. Cool. That was from 2023. Neato. More legs, more shoes. Traveler said, so for the anglerfish, you can do a variant and change the water model slightly. So foldable legs that sit under the body in water formation, then on land, they run after people with chomping in the air. Oh, that's horrifying. Nice and horrifying for parties that think they've gotten away from them and escaping onto land. And hilarious. I might do that. How about the fish surfs on the waves? Okay, I like that idea. It's on like a bit of water. Okay. We're not doing the anglerfish right now, guys. You're giving me such good ideas. Can we pivot? Is that illegal? I think that's not illegal. We can pivot. Cyber says, do you like your old minis or do you judge them with your actual skills? No, I like them. I do. I genuinely do. There's like 2 models. There's less than 10 models in my library that I look at and I'm like, and I genuinely cringe. All other 1020, because I think I'm at 1030 now, I still like. Or Coral Reef. Not Coral Reef, because this is still going to be more city. It's not quite literally that oceany. Redo those 10 models on stream. That's a good idea. That's really not a bad idea. Trash Reef. Ooh, that's a creative idea. You can always pivot. You're right. The Trash Reef would be a brand new model. You guys know where I'm going with this. I would make you guys pay for that. But making the base on a little bit of waves, obviously he's gonna have a base. I will do that. But doing a whole trash reef, I'd do that good enough to where it'd be its own standalone piece and it'd be part of this base. Yeah. Good stuff. Your stream, your rules. You are queen. That's true. I might pivot here a little bit. Her stream, our advices. Absolutely. Foxy said, my last legendary request will be Ash again. From scratch, so you can show your improvement. I both love that idea and also think that sounds like hell. I really liked how she turned out. But I get what you're saying. That would be a good idea. Yeah, I would do some things differently. I did model quite a bit of that very cleanly though. I did like that. Her stream, our collective brain cell. Also, for the underwater pose, the anglerfish could have it supposedly supported by a broken pipe or an anchor. Also true. Okay, do I want any of these? No, I'm gonna make it new. Because I have a vision. I want to see if I like how it turns out though. He sure is cute. I do like him a lot. Look at him. That was really disturbing eyes. Alright, be gone, Warforged. We've moved on a little bit. Alright, now we have a base. And we will begin. Come on, sculpting the base. I probably should do this to scale, but I'm not going to. Yeah. Cog it. I don't know how different she turn out, Foxy, because I don't work on sci-fi or like Warforged very much. I did one today. You're right. I don't know why I'm arguing with you. I don't know. You were totally right. It would turn out bitchin'. Have you ever considered a master model? Meaning, you have your X amount of models a month, but one big model with more attention and detail. Oh yeah, I do that. I do stuff like that all the time, and then I don't call it that. I just put more work on myself. Yeah, I've definitely done models that are of that caliber for sure. They're usually like dragons, that kind of stuff. Cyber said, I'm curious about the $30 ad mount on the fish. Okay, listen, I made the menu for the Warforged today because I have a, not that you guys would know this, I guess. I didn't really specify. I have a steampunk horse that's really cool. That if you guys were like, hey, let's do a mount, I thought that maybe we could use this. Could be really cool. But I also kind of figured if you guys asked for a mount, you probably would be like, put it on a goose. And so I'd model a goose or something. Yeah. I don't know how we would do a mount for the fish. Yeah. Yeah, isn't it nice? Thank you guys. It's in the vault now. You guys are all patrons, so you have access to that. Yeah. Okay. We have a little bit of a base. Well, I'm glad that you guys are excited about the anglerfish, because I was kind of wanting to change the pace. This is a good time. And we got a good, like, 20 minutes left here, so let's go. So yeah, I was thinking for the base, maybe doing, like... Here. Really simple, just kind of get the concept in here. On the sides, it would be like stone. And then this would be like the, you know, the water portion. And I really like what Reaper said of like it's coming up on a bit of water. I mean, I don't think the sewers should be that active in rushing water, but I don't know. Maybe there's stuff happening. Hey, you know what this is a good time for? This is a good time for pumpkin blubber, actually. Oh, it really is. Okay. This brush has a lot of uses. What? It just made like frothy water for me. Don't look at it too close. It looks like intestines. Amazing. What is the story behind this fish? It is a request. So this is someone's familiar. They have a clockwork anglerfish. So I took that request and I put it into this big pack. As far as it works in Clockwork Conspiracy, I do think it'd be funny if like the issue is that someone dumped a bunch of clockwork anglerfish into the sewers and they're wreaking havoc. But your problem could be a lot of things. Maybe they're just natural fauna. They're just part of this ecosystem and not the problem at all. That's why I also made the combat robots. Yeah. So yeah, something kind of like this, and then I can have these bricks on the side. And then I'm going to carve those bricks out just by using this brush. Nice and simple. Sometimes you don't need to overcomplicate things. You can just get the idea in there. It does a pretty good job, doesn't it? Oh yes. Awesome. Thank you guys for some of the base ideas. This is pretty much what I had in mind, but better. As it tends to turn out. Yeah. The train/coal carrier robot is finished. Yes. Yes it is. Alright. This is going to come up a bit. I don't know if I'm going to have the fish rotate to be going up on it. I probably should just finalize the fish. You know, it'd be kind of like that. That'd be kind of cool. Like it's coming out of the base a little bit. Yeah. I think that'd be neat. Or like if we pray in the front. There's a lot of good options here. If we were even going to do a coral reef made out of trash, what exactly would that be? So it'd be like cans, springs, a plastic bag would be a huge pain in the butt, but I mean, doable. I'm just thinking, because like if I think that's a good enough idea, I can put a price on that. Thinking about it. Thinking. Yeah. It feels like I need something more under it, unless you have it partially under it, Jaws style. Can you add 8 train wheels to the fish? No. You have those water houses for fish. What's that called? Wooden wheels, box bits, random metal chunks. Yeah, I could have those kind of stacked up, and that could kind of build the base of the... Yeah, I think so. And like I understand like what would make up the trash coral reef for sure. I'm just thinking of like how would it read? Or would it just look like a pile of junk? Is there a difference? Maybe there's not. Maybe just be a trash pile. But we can call it a trash coral reef. I'd probably stack it in a way that would look like a coral reef in the way that it kind of like, fans out on itself. Yeah. Perhaps the base is a pipe with water splooshing upwards and the fish is having the time of its life. Okay. I really do like that idea too. One second. That is such a good idea, Reaper. I must do it immediately. That kind of goes back to the stick idea, which I said no to just because I wasn't sure if it made sense. If I can have like a pipe here. I can have a couple. I don't know why there's pipes just sticking upwards out of the sewer, but who cares? We don't have to be that crunchy about it. Split mouse points, take this, duplicate it, throw it up. Concepting stuff quickly like this is one of my favorite things to do. Just feel my brain cooking in a good way. Yeah. Super Mario pipe, yeah. We could do a curve to it. That might make more sense. But I wanted to see if I even like the idea first. Alright, water would be going upwards. you know, doing water things. Because, I mean, the anglerfish isn't going to be posed a whole lot, I guess. So I really want to make sure that the base is strong, you know? And if I was going to do a curved version of this, I guess I would... Man, I'm moving quick right now. Oh, we don't have enough polys. You do not have enough polys for this operation. What about now? There we go. Now, let's do less. There we are. Alright. Kind of cooking here. Doing some interesting stuff. Because it might be interesting to have like a pipe vent as well, and then it can kind of connect over here. Whatever. There's options for sure. I do think a bend would just inherently be more interesting to look at though. Cyber said, I love these streams. Aw, so cool to see good ideas in the chat take place on the menu with your artistic point of view. But does it print the whiplash? I was like, oh, that's so nice. Oh, man. And then I might just do a little side pipe, and then maybe that's gonna touch as well. Okay, the height is really cool. Good job, Reaper. A lot of good ideas, but this one introduced the verticality element here, and that's really cool. I mean, this is making this a very, very interesting, fun mini to look at. It's like she's an artist or something. She is. Jokes aside, I meant it. I could tell you did. It was very good. We gotta be a little mischievous around here. You gotta be a little bit of a bud. Oh my god, I love this brush, Nifty. It just does water froth for me. I've always been quite good at taking brushes and using them for infinite uses, honestly. So that's fun. That is so awesome for this. Oh my goodness. I don't know about y'all, but I am just loving this. What a cool piece. Is that pipe strong enough when printed? Not joking. Oh, yeah, absolutely. This will be fine. Absolutely. I'm not done with the fiddling of it either, but yeah, this will be just fine. Pumpkin blubber on everything. I'll probably add more than one, more real, like, honestly, but yeah, I'm not concerned about it. It looks like a bike saddle. It kind of does, doesn't it? It's a very comfortable shape for our little feller here. Very good. Very artsy. Very indeed. Taylor says, I art sometimes. Does it, peasant? I don't know. Does it, peasants? Alright, I think the anglerfish needs to be more anglery. What does that mean? I mean, like, I think it needs to look meaner. Like, opening the mouth more, perhaps? I think I'm gonna cut this here. And then let's see how much I can open the mouth. I think that's kind of cool, having the mouth more open. How come these teeth didn't move? Why are these teeth not part of the party? Come here. You were very part of this party. There. They're really, those two teeth are probably the most important teeth on the entire model too, so I'm like, you must be part of this party. Yeah. How long did it take you to sculpt the fish? 45 minutes to an hour? Nifty, did you want to see the work in progress of it coming together? I might have that. It has a frog on its head holding for dear life. A pet for the pet. That would be cute to put a little frog on it holding on. That would be very cute. All right, I'm gonna grab a water really quick because I'm out. I'll be back in like a minute or two. I'll be right back, and then I'll show that work in progress. Hello. I had to do some digging around. I don't know why it was so hard to find the work in progress for this. When I kit bash a bunch of shapes together at the beginning of just like primitive, sometimes it gets it doesn't save right. My quick saves are like every 5 minutes and they start saving over themselves at a certain point. But anyway, I was able to find one that was pretty early. Something I want to share with you guys kind of cool is this little fin shape here. All I do is I find this shape and then these two, they're the exact same thing. So if you take this piece here and you duplicate it and then just make it bigger, that's that piece. So yeah, this is our very early work in progress. You can see I got not too many pieces, not quite the right shape, and then I refined that a little more to be here. Because I knew one of the most important parts was going to be the fins. And this right here, those are a default brush, ZBrush. This, not two. Pretty nifty. And then from there, you guys have seen what's more finalized. Pretty much got that base shape down. So 1, 2, 3. I even put it in a nice ZPR on my break so you guys can actually see it. Yeah. How much would a variant pose for the angler cost? A variant pose, so like he's moved differently or like a different base, $10. If you want him to have like the spider legs and stuff, I would say 15. Yeah, this one was quick. Oh, like the land version. Yeah, I think 15. 15? Done. All right, you guys are getting a treat. Go for 30 for the mount. What would it be mounted on? It'd be so ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Hey, Alice is here. Hello, hello. That would be cool. So we have this water mount version. I do think it'd be pretty freaking cool to make a fish that is land version. I'm thinking about. Do like a little dual pipe here, rotate it a bit. Because that's a fair question that Nifty had. So like robot, that's gonna be cool. I'm thinking about it right now. Obviously we're doing it, but I'm just like, all right, initiation. Let me copy and paste. All right, now we got a duplicate. And now I'll remove the water and I'll remove the pipes. I just love the idea that like this thing is in the water and you're like, it's scary. And so you run away from it and then it's like, stupid fish, you can't follow me. And then legs. Oh man. What would it cost for an elf with flat celebrity teeth? Oh, those weird veneers. If someone donates $5, I will. It won't be a version that will export for 3D printing, but I will fit human teeth on it. It wouldn't take me too long, but I'll do human teeth for $5. Anyway, I know it's a joke, but I always have an answer. Done and done. Let the nightmare begin. We were supposed to end the stream 2 minutes ago. I'm gonna put us into overtime because I'm not tired and I want to at least get this concepted in 30 minutes. I think I can do it. Bam. We're gonna extend really quick. Yeah. Cyber said, like the fact that it's a personal request and random on the chat gave him more poses for his pet. Yeah. And the guy who requested this, Robert Payne, super cool dude. He supported me forever. So if all people to get bonus variants, I would love that. All right, we're in overtime. Oh, I need to add the total too. Thank you very, very much, Traveler. That's really generous and awesome. Everyone gets to enjoy it too. I said 15. I'm not gonna check. I know you did what you said. Bam. That's the big thing. If you guys are donating on Ko-Fi and you're wanting stuff, you have to tell me in chat because I'm not gonna check. All right, we're doing our land variant right now. So, oh, you know what? I have a really, really nice clockwork spider. We could make this look like way more work than it's actually going to be, which is my favorite, and cohesive. Check this out. Check out this clockwork spider I have. I mean, it's meant to be, right? That's going to be nice. Okay. We can do some cool kit bashing nonsense here and really make this look developed and probably finished in 30 minutes. Yeah, this is going to be cool. Traveler said, now you can have us familiar, be on land and sea. Plus, it'll work great for your overall fame. It really, really will. And I thought about doing multiple variants of the clockwork anglerfish too, like a baby, juvenile, teenage, and like an alpha. So this is cool. Sounds good, Reaper. Good night? Aren't we in the same time zone? Anyway, good night. Oh my god, it's 4 o'clock. Oh man. Yes, good night, rest. Absolutely. She doesn't clarify. She's like, nighty night. That's fabulous. Meanwhile, the peasants here never sleep. Onward. All right, let me grab that spider. Bam. Okay, so here is our spider, and the proportions are actually working out quite nicely. And yes, is the spider butt a pocket watch? Yes, it is. I am very proud of this design. That was part of my original steampunk design or collection. Yeah. All right. Duplicate this. Let's just put our spider up here because it's really cool. Hide. There we go. All right, I'm going to start peeling off some legs, shall we? Ah, it did a double stamp. I didn't want that. Now I lose my cool scene. Sand. I like when the scene is visible. Let me rebuild really quick. We will rebuild. There we go. Bam. All right, I'm happy with that. And we're back. So one of the best ways to grab pieces off of models in ZBrush, you can just mask carefully, but sometimes you can use Transpose Master and it will be nice to you. Not all the time, but sometimes. And you can just kind of hold command, that's control on Windows, and it should smart mask. You know, it has varying success. That's a pretty good chunk right there. You can cannibalize that. Very good. And then if I start peeling sections away, I might end up with an undisturbed leggage, which would be amazing. If not, I got no problem sculpting whatever we need. I do know a thing or two about sculpting. All right, we got a piece. That leg's looking pretty good. I do think these are slightly different proportioned. Oh, those kind of collapse on each other. That's okay. So I would like to grab more than one if we can. Bam, I was able to do that pretty easily. Just gotta be careful when you're like kit bashing your old work. Make sure you're not getting too distorted. If it starts getting too janky, just make it again. Bam. All right, we got a couple different leggage. 800 legs. No. 8 legs? Not far from the 8-wheel joke. We have come full circle. All right, so I think it'd be cool if these little arms, or like fins, kind of just rotated up and flat to make way for ridiculous legs, and they will more or less come out from underneath that point. Oh, it's gonna be horrible. Oh my god. And by horrible, I mean beautiful. I might need to fold these up all the way. We're making room. That does look really good still, too. Love that. I might have that one spring out. Yeah, that's cool. Oh my gosh. Traveler is everything you wanted, because I already love it. Oh my goodness. This comes up more often than I would think on stream. How many legs do spiders have? Is it 6 or is it 8? 8 is an octopus. 6 is a spider, I think, right? Why don't I ever remember this information? It's 8. Damn it. I have almost that exact conversation on a stream from like a year ago. I don't know. There's just certain things that for some reason I cannot get my brain to remember. Fun fact, I have a spider after my last name. My last name is Benzine, and my second cousin? Oh no, it's my great uncle Michael. He's an entomologist. He has a PhD in bugs. And he went to Nepal or something. Anyway, he found a spider that had never been discovered before. So it is something spider Benzini. That's serious. I got some pretty smart folks in my family. Did it have to be a spider? Still, very cool. Mirror and weld. Duplicate. And obviously we can't just tack legs on here. We gotta make it make sense a little bit. Oh my god, it's fabulous. Oh my god. If this ran at me, I would just pass out. So yeah, quick back and forth here. Let me grab a base that is more fitting. Still needs a bit of tweaking, but oh, we are off to a great start. Oh my gosh. Run. Heart attack. Yeah. Do all Spider-Mans have 8? Peter Parker has 2 legs. Checkmate. I think that's a great shit comment. Good job. Oh my gosh. Amazing. It's beautiful and horrible at the same time. It's incredible. I didn't know I needed this. All right, we are going to take fish, and right now I am polygrouping all of my subtools together. What does that mean? That just means, like, see how this is 2 different colors? I don't want that. Bam, I make it 1 color. What does that mean? 1 polygroup. So now if I merge this down with other pieces, it only shows 1 color, and it's easier for me to select things and move them around later if needed. Because I do like to be able to change my mind. If I forgot to do this, it wouldn't be the end of the world. I could absolutely just do it later. But now, see when I merge it together? Ooh, rainbows. Very satisfying. But now it's really easy for me to grab pieces and move them around. Excellent. All right. We have our monstrosity here. Now, I imagine he would run around kind of like this. A bit butt up. Oh yeah. And I also imagine that this mouth would be even more open than it already is. Because if he's pulling out the spider legs, I think he is full aggro at this point. You have upset Spider Fiend. Almost looks like a little laser coming out of that mouth. Oh my god, this is insane. Yeah, you can climb walls now. Yeah. Just picture that in the sewers away from the water. Little lights blinking on until you see a small school of these guys clinging to the walls, floors, and ceilings. Truly a noteworthy event. Yeah, it's pretty fabulous. The easier to chop things with. Will you pose the legs more? Absolutely. I want to make sure that the proportions are good, and then we can start breaking up the leg groups. Because just a little bit of posing with spider legs goes so far. Speaking of, it is leggage time. Alright. I always over pose my spider legs too. You just need to do a little wiggle. You don't need to go crazy. You just need them to not be perfectly symmetrical. That's all. Let's do a little bit of this. A little bit of that. Maybe a little bit of liftage. There we go. Oh yeah. He's moving somewhere now. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh, Robert is gonna lose his mind. He's gonna be very happy about this. I don't like this leggage. I think it needs some forward on here. There we go. Let's kick this back one out. There we go. I only want a couple of them off the ground because printing. Rather this not be super annoying. Legs are a little high. They hide the fish shape. We've got adjusting we can still do. I still want to bend him I think the whole fish, if it had a little bit of an arc to it, would look really good too. Let's see if we can get a little, just a little bit. Goes a long way. There we are. All right, now let's start looking for what I call like the alpha angle, and this is where we can start fine-tuning the land here a bit, and how everything's gonna fit together. Let me bring all this down. I'm gonna make all those legs one piece again, without the base. Okay, so here he is without legs. He's just floating. This angle's pretty dramatic. I like it. I think even rotating this funny little appendage back would give a little bit of a sense of motion too. Just a little bit. There we go. There we go. And then I always like distorting, oh, even with clockwork stuff, it's hard surface. A little bit of distortion goes a long way. Because at this point, again, if the fish has grown sprouted spider legs and is running at you, we are full mad. Let's see, I think I want to arc the fin that way. Yeah, all right. And I do think it'd be cool if these teeth could like articulate to some extent. So maybe even these have opened up just a touch. So I can grab my Move Topological brush and I can push these around. Even more spreadage. There we go. And then if we're gonna see this much of the inside of the mouth, it's worth adding a little bit of detail. I got a cool trick I can do for that too. Let's do one big arc right here, little arc right here, and bam, interpolate. Too much interpolate. Let's do 6. Nice and clear. Let's do 4. There we go. There we go. Because again, it's not critical, but if we're gonna have so much mouth open, let's get some detail in there. All right, that was a good little improvement. I like it, I like it. Nice. All right, we're a little more dynamic here. I might add another spire. I don't even know where that's coming from. I just like it. There we go. I'm cooking with this one. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, I didn't have as, I like the idea of the trash reef. It just wasn't as clear of an idea. This one I could really see. Like anyone would see this and just like connect with it and like, ah, I get it. Yeah, there's something so deeply relatable about a clockwork anglerfish, those sprouted clockwork spider legs, and it's running at you, you know? You know? Yeah. One of the front legs going through the mouth, I think that would be gnarly. That'd be too weird. We could do like mandibles, maybe, later. Now that we've adjusted the fish a little bit, it's time to bring back our other element too. There we go. Okay. We have some fun options here. And I always like to really push proportions. So let's do some options. ZBrush, where are you going? It was like, we're going away. Come back. It didn't crash. That's the, there we go. All right, so here's what we had, kind of our first draft is this one. I'm gonna do a fun little thing here. So we can do this. We can come over here. Let's duplicate these legs. There we go. And we'll do a small, medium, and large, and then we can kind of all talk about it and think about what we like, what we don't like. What do you think? So you have little legs. And they'll need some adjustment. Everything always needs adjustment, but This is just so we can get some concepts in. Alright, these are some little legs that have sprung out. That looks a little more pinned on to me. I don't know if I like that as much. But we got options. And now, we mentioned, yeah, the legs may be hiding some of the shape a bit, but sometimes the answer is to break it more. And then you kind of get more of a preference. What if we just made them really tall? What if we made them even larger and taller? So the fish is like the same size in all of these. Alright, so we got some different, from smallest to largest options. What are we thinking here? How do we feel about our spider legs on our fish? I definitely think the smaller is the funniest. I think that maybe we can strike a balance between 1 and 2. Let me do an even better job here. There. I think the answer is between 1 and 2. I think somewhere in between right here. Yeah, can you try the small but larger, right? So like here-ish. Don't worry about the base. I don't care about the like more stable on the base. I got you. We don't need to worry about that. Small or medium? Yeah, I agree. Though there's something funny about this one that So we know for sure we're not thinking this one, not in this one. In between these two. Okay. Absolutely. I really encourage doing these kind of drafts, though. It's really fun when you have all your options in front of you. All right, let's go with the small ones. I don't think I goofed up the proportions too much on that. Let's go with 10% larger. I'll remove the base too, so we're not unclear. I think we got a good in between. I'm also going to grab my knife lasso brush and I'm going to start cutting off some of the top portions of a few of these spider legs. Because they're very tall, which is cool, but I don't want to... We're in the fine-tuning zone. There we go. You can see more of like the ribs on the fish. Okay, I did cut through all the legs, and so I kind of massacred the other side. So, let me do that again, but more thoughtfully. Come on, ZBrush. There we go. There we are. I'm just gonna cut those off really quick and just round them off nicely. And then I can show it to you guys again. We can kind of see what we think. Good designing today, peasants. I think that's going to be it. I think that's pretty good. I'm almost tempted to make that front leg bigger or something. I don't know. It's already pretty good. I'm already pretty happy with it. Are those on the same plane? Kind of. Let me flatten this up too so it's even more accurate since we're kind of getting to that nitpick zone. Yeah. Yeah. Right? Cyber said better? It's better without the sharp edge. I agree. Bam. I think we nailed it. I think that was a really, really good kind of like final speed run to add to this stream. Yeah, I think making that a little bit larger. It's such an easy win. Especially this like drill part. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The aggressive mouth is so cool. I'm pretty happy with it. Alright. Well, that was pretty awesome. Let's look at our different fish here really quick. like always, I do final checks off stream, but pretty happy with what we have done today. Very, very productive. And we ended up with another model to include in the set. That's always a good day. And one that I like, really believe in. You guys, I always love doing silly stuff too, but I won't go through the time to make it 3D print ready if it's just kind of like a gag model, you know? But so far, all the models that we have been creating and the variants have just been instrumentally cool. This reminds me so much of the deer horror that we did. Good stuff. Okay, this fish is definitely a bit bigger than the one on the left, but I don't hate that. That's fun. I do want to tilt this one down just really quick. I won't get too crazy with fine tuning, but there we go. That's pretty fun. I'm really glad that I adjusted the mouth. I think that added a ton to this. Yeah. Otaka said, oh my god, I didn't fully miss everything. Crazy. Also, this looks fire. Thank you, thank you. You have not missed everything, but just about. We have 4 minutes left on the stream. Technically, so Traveler treated everyone today, bought another hour, and that brought us to 4. But then we were talking about this anglerfish having a land variant where, you know, it's in the water, like, ah, scary fish, it's okay, I'm out of the water, haha, and then legs, and it comes at you. So we got that variant funded as well. Pretty awesome. I am pretty happy with this. That's too good. Yeah. Pretty happy with this. I think we're set. I knew it was ambitious to try to whip out a variant in 30 minutes, but once I remembered that we had that clockwork spider I've already worked on, I knew I'd have enough time to like refine this model and make it look really good too. That looks so good. For the final version, I'm probably gonna just take this mouth and scoot it down just a touch to where it just ends up touching the base anyway. Whenever something's that close, anyhow, you might as well, and then you don't have to support it. Everybody likes that. I'm thinking about keeping these 2 tubes visible. It kind of reminds me of like a snake, like venom glands kind of stuff. But anyway, that's for later. That's for later. I missed D&D again, guys. Oh my goodness, I am D&D deficient at this point. My weekend is finally clear. I should be there this Saturday. Yeah. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Thank you guys so much for being a part of today. I got some really cool things done, and I'll be doing it again tomorrow, so don't miss it. Probably be 1 p.m. again is my plan, so whatever time the stream started for you today, it's gonna start again the same time tomorrow. I am tired, and it's time for me to eat. Late lunch now. Early dinner. Supper. Awesome. Till next time, which is tomorrow. Awesome, Otaka. We'll see you then, probably. Sweet, sweet. Alright, well, you guys take care. I will see you then. Bye.